Hello there, all you super wonderful wild horse fans. Thank you very much for the 800 subscribers. Thank you. I know someone tried to shut down my YouTube channel before, but they totally failed because they didn't know I know how to tell YouTube and Google on them. I had to tell on about 20 people. Yeah, hopefully their accounts got suspended. Not, who knows? Maybe they gave them a warning, then suspend them later, I suppose. Well, I mean, I don't like a lot what YouTube does. Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm going to do my survey thing. Okay, there we go. Okay. Okay. That's good enough. All right. Yeah. Are you male, female? Was one now the other, or is it my mouth? None of my business. That's up to you, great wild horse fans. 800 subscribers. I'm so happy for all of you, and I know. Well, since there's nobody in the room, I had to do a couple of things. I don't care if nobody's in the room. Hey, I'll talk to myself and answer myself. Yeah, well, my two favorite people. Well, okay, thank you for your answer for being male, and thank you for the like. Probably don't want to say anything. That's all right. Hey, that's okay. Thank you. Hey, thank you, Dave. Yeah, that's my different hat. Yeah, I'm not going to keep too many of the hats. I think some of them I might give to the Salvation Army or something. I'll keep the fedora or the Pomoa hat, and I'll keep the driver's cap. Yeah, I'll keep those definitely. So the driver's cap's kind of short and crunches my long hair, you know. Yeah, no, just been happy with my 800 subscribers. I don't know how I did it. I didn't think I'd ever reach that number, to be honest with you. It was just so weird. Yeah, yeah, not much going around the internet. I've been looking around, and now I saw one thing. Like back in the 70s in my past life, and I used to like Major League Baseball, which I don't really anymore. I don't watch it, but they tell about Rod Carew with a gold glove. That was funny. He wasn't a very good fielder, believe me. But anyway, I saw that, and I was looking around other videos. I don't know. Malo Game Reserve hasn't put anything up lately. I guess I can only put up so many lion videos. Eating buffalo and hyena. Excuse me, eating buffalo and impala and zebras and all those other good stuff. And yeah, no, anyway, yeah, yeah, I'm just trying to make some plans for the future. Yeah, it won't be easy, Dave. If I don't make it, I don't care. It doesn't matter. I'm happy. I would have been happy with 100. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Pison Honest. Thank you very much. And yeah, Yeah, two of my alter egos, they don't really care, but that's all right. I don't care if they don't care. Yeah, I don't care if they don't care. I just looking around at certain things, thinking of buying certain things. Yeah, yeah. It's just food prices are still kind of now they are very high on some things they like to eat. Oh, gas went down today. Went down from 404 a gallon to no 4. I think it's 405 or 6 a gallon down to 3.99. So at least it went down 5 cents a gallon. Oh, what all 5 cents a gallon? And they right good, yeah. It was good to get down 5 cents a gallon. Yeah, yeah, whatever. Yeah, that won't make much difference. Won't make much difference. Yeah, yeah. Sometimes I just like to drive far with that vehicle, man. Huh. Yeah, me too. Hey, little Will. Oh, the mask. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I got this hat for. Oh my God, goodness! I think I bought it for was it $2.50? I think I bought it at Target when the Fergus Falls store was open at the time, but that store closed about I think 4 or 5 years ago. The Target in Fergus Falls, Minnesota. Oh yeah, and speaking of Target, I went to Target lately. The business has went back to normal again because before they had that controversy. Only saw like 5, 6 customers in the whole store, but now they're booming again. Target's booming again because they had to change their store. They had to change certain things around, or else they'll go out of business. Yeah, because you remember Kmart went out of business, Shopko went out of business. That's two stores I know in Minnesota. Anyway, let's see, what's up? Festival Foods went out of business. Um, yeah, yeah, they failed in Canada. Yeah, yeah. Sometimes stores do. And Walmart, remember this year, shut 160 stores in the bad parts of town because they lost too much money. Especially the self checkouts where they make deals. Criminals with a checkout thing, and the guy doing that, they'll say, "Oh, let's see, we got $200 worth of items. Let's make about $45, and when we get home, I'll divide some items with you. When you get back, what do you like? Oh, I like some crackers, and I like some this and that. That's how they do it. Of course, so yeah, that's how they do it. Yeah, the self checkouts. It's hard to trust people watching the checkouts when they don't. For number one, you see in the bad parts of town they don't pay very well, so you're not going to get the best trusted person in self checkout. You're not going to get the best. And the ones, say if their shift is done, how are they going to get? If they go out in the regular parking lot and some idiots get mad, who knows what they're going to do? I'm not going to say what they're going to do, but in the bad parts of town, we know what they'll do. Which is too bad. I just feel bad for the honest customers, that can't go to the stores anymore. There are certain ones. Yeah, yeah, I've been using it. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, that's true. Yeah. Speaking of that, yeah, yeah, I noticed a lot of the self checkouts too. Some of those people, they're just really, really slow. They'll just stand around. They'll be like this, fiddling with their wallet, fiddling with this and that, holding up customers. And sometimes when I'm in a self checkout, you got some yo-yo just right behind you while I'm like using my credit card. I mean, I want people to look at my credit card stuff, you know. So some people go feel like this. So I think about, hey man, will you back up? Yeah, some people just look for a fight. One time I was at a Hy-Vee store. There's this one lady, she was kind of crippled. I was explaining to her. See, Hy-Vee was leaving their little race cars outside. It was like 50 cents a piece on the clearance rack. Oh, okay. Anyway, yeah. Well, you need, Python honest, you need customers to keep the store open. When you walk around, yeah, you can do it online and stuff, sure. But in the bad parts of town, a lot of people don't have internet because they can't afford it. There's a lot of people that can't afford internet, and you go in the libraries in the bad parts of town, you got to wait in line, and they have a certain thing, 1 hour per person, and okay, your hour's up, get out of here, and stuff like that. Because not everybody's got internet like we do. Okay, some people have it by phones, but with phones, a lot. My fingers are too big for the stupid keyboard, so I'd rather use the desktop right here, because with the desktop, I got my keyboard, which is much bigger, and I can type with it. My fingers are big enough to use the keyboard, obviously. Yeah, sometimes you see people in the tent with internet, but you better get someone else to watch that laptop internet, because if they have the credit card or bank information down, that's a lot of trouble, especially you get somebody coming over, someone who acts like an idiot, who may be very intelligent. Someone like this, hi there, oh, you're cool, man. Yeah. They go and steal their information and go clean out their bank account or stuff like that, But most people that, live in tents, they're not going to have much money, but yeah, I guess. Well, anyway, oh yeah, say hi, Bill. Hi, old school Dave. Hi, Python Honest. Yeah, okay, so hi to everybody. And those of you that, okay, yeah, let's see. I'm going to see how that, let's see, 2 male, 1 female, and you're one now, then you changed yourself to the other. Okay, that's all right. Wild horse fans are all welcome, even if one changed to another. That's okay. In free country, as long as you're 18 and over, you can change yourself to the other. Anybody that changes their kids when they're under 18 should be locked up. So that's what I believe. Anybody under 18 that has their kid do it should be locked up, because they should explain to their children, be proud who you are, be proud who you are, and be happy you are. And if you want it, change to the other, pay for your own surgery when you're 18 or something, depending on where you live. Some places you have to explain it that way, but then some places you got to be careful how you explain it, because there's people in areas that don't like it. See, if you're in the rural areas, or say you're in the very rural areas, people are a lot different than they are in the city, as we all know. I mean, I know the difference. I've lived in Minneapolis. I've lived in a little town called Cyrus, 220 people. I lived in Monaga, over 1,000. I lived in Perham, it was over 2,000. I lived in Wadena, that was over 4,000. I lived in a town in New Ulm that was 12,000. Lived in Mankato, that's about between the two towns and north is about 50,000. I've lived in all kinds of populations. The only thing I haven't lived in is I never lived on a farm. So I've never actually lived on a farm out in the country. And those of you that left, thank you for stopping by. Appreciate it. I appreciate you stopping by, and yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, and Mitch, he's working on some kind of scheme right now. Find some way to beat me with his idiot friend Tom Ben McKeldin, of course, and I got to put up with those two idiots, and so you know how that goes. No, I'd never be a good farmer. No. Yeah, change from one to the other. Yeah. Yeah, but like I say, there's people that do, and like I said, hey, if they're 18 or over, as long as they pay for it, as long as they pay for it out of their pocket, or if they have a special insurance they have where they pay for it. I mean, that's their business. This is the United States. There's surgeons out there that'll do stuff like that. I won't be one of them. You couldn't pay me any price to change someone from one to the other. I won't do it. I wouldn't care how much money. I wouldn't do it. I seriously would not do it because to me that's like experimenting. It's like doing experiments in science class to me. It's like experimenting whatever animals you have in science class. Okay, now you have your taxidermist. That's fine if they want to taxidermist their animals. That's fine. Some people do that. Take it to the taxidermy. Yeah. Some people take it to the taxidermy. Yep. Yeah. They should be 21 and up. Well, technically yes, but hey, Trendy, how you doing? How you doing, Trendy? Hey, none of my business. All right, none of my business. All right, yeah. Alf Stewart. Now I got to look that up. Yeah. Alf Stewart. Yeah. I don't look like Al Stewart, the singer of the '70s. I don't look like him. I don't have his money, so I didn't sing his 3 hits. Was it Time Passages and Year of the Cat? That's 2, but there's another one in between. I know that. I could look that up in Google or something. Okay. Anyway. Oh yeah. Okay. He's an actor in Australia. Oh yes. Yeah, I like Australia. I was watching something from Australia. Big boars won out. Here's this guy that got rid of the wild pigs out in the bush. I enjoyed his shows, but he hasn't done any lately. Really busy. But yeah, he just went around and taking care of the wild boars, and he'd get like, I don't know, 10, 15 at a time in his truck, and they still kept getting born. Those wild pigs. Yeah, those varmints. Yeah, I wouldn't want to go near those things. I'm just drinking some of my Celestial iced tea that I did a video on a while back. I think it's delicious, so I think it's delicious. Yeah, delicious. Yeah. Yeah, I just excuse me. Sometimes my breath kind of takes away. Yeah, like I said, I bought this hat. I think $2.50 at a town in Fergus Falls and Target, which went out of business a while back. Yeah. Oh, what did I eat today? Okay, let's see. I ate a couple of chumungas, a banana, and I had a bowl of Honey Bunches of Oats cereal. Yeah. And I think that's all. Yeah, I had a Rain energy drink. Yeah. I had a Rain, REIGN, one with a little helmet on it. I'll show you what it looks like. Ouch. Let me see. I had some Melon Mania Rain energy drink. Yeah. Yeah, I like Rain energy drinks, and also I like Bang too. That's pretty good, but I don't like Rain. Yeah. No, I haven't had any for a long time. Yeah, I haven't had any for a long time because I'm happier, and now I got my Mercury Grand Marquis. You know, I'm excited driving that vehicle around. I mean, it's fast for a luxury car. I was very surprised. It makes you angry. What's my favorite Bang? Let's see. Oh, Bang energy drink. Um, I think I like all of them actually. I just don't know offhand right now. But for rain, okay. Yeah, Melamania is one of my favorites. Yeah, Melamania is one of my favorites. But I just, yeah, no, I'm just happy that I got the Grand Marquis. You know, it's a fun vehicle to drive. Oh man, you just float down the road like nobody's business. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, I suppose I could dig up some. Yeah, that'll be an idea. I can I can get some. Yeah, yeah, I could get some. That'll be an idea. I'll just got to be careful because remember those. Remember my ex friend, that idiot, tried to shut me down on YouTube a while back, saying a bunch of stuff. So I got to watch out for that ex friend of mine doing that flash attack on me. Yeah. Oh yeah, back to the car. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, it's been a fun car. Yeah. Yeah, it just flies, and plus you have a choice. I like that we have a choice if you want the automatic night lights or not. That's what I like. I don't like the automatic night lights, so I don't use it. You know, it's just what's nice about it. You know, you can choose on that. What I went for a birthday besides gummies, winning the lottery tickets sometime, the big ones. But anyway, yeah, with my vehicle, I just like to just drive around in the countryside. It would be so much fun. Yeah, it looks like less like a church car than a Park Avenue. You know, it looks less like a church car. The Park Avenue looked like a church car. The Grand Marquis looks like one of those sedans that you know you drive around getting away from cops on a movie. I'd say it's more like one of those getaway cars. Yeah, that's for sure. I get a fancier vehicle too. I'd keep the Grand Marquis, of course, but the Grand Marquis looks like one of those types you'd be chasing around in movies. You know, yeah, you chase around in movies. Yeah, yeah. Sometimes you could look up your vehicle, see if it was in a car chase, and it'll be. I mean, you could look that up on YouTube. It's just amazing. Sometimes your vehicle will be there in a car chase. But the way the Park Avenue took off, I doubt they'd use those in movies. Yeah, it was boom, 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 boom. At least the Grand Marquis. Oh yeah, I could burn rubber. I know I could, but I'm not going to try it because tires are so expensive these days. It isn't funny. And of course, if you do it on a public road, law enforcement will get after you for it. So I don't want to try it. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I could do a lot of traveling with the winning ticket too. Lots of traveling. Yeah, that'd be fun. I think I'd travel probably with the. Well, we got a female coming in. Thank you for your vote. 6 votes. 2, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Donut from the donut shop. Well, if I eat donuts, I eat it at the deli, but I haven't really eaten. I like those plain donut balls, just plain ones with a little frosting. I just don't like frosting on donuts anymore. I just don't like frosting on donuts because donuts generally have too many calories, and donuts aren't really good for you because I'm kind of a now I was a kind of heavy guy, and my heart was going, I was kind of acting funny. So yeah, I try to stay away from the donuts if I can. Oh, my favorite birthday cake? That's a chocolate birthday cake, of course. Chocolate birthday cake, chocolate and white birthday cake. I like that. But yeah, I suppose maybe I could get it special order. That'd be an idea. And like I say, I don't know, maybe now I'll think about it. But oh, I'll need a big one. But I think I'll go to Hy-Vee again because Hy-Vee, I've had good luck with their bakery, so I'll stick with what the good luck is. Yeah, I should order myself a cake. Yeah, no, I don't want to get one too big though because you see cakes spoil fast. Yeah, I don't want to be too stupid, Dave. I'm stupid enough. One's about my speed, you know. One's about my speed. Yeah, one's about my speed. A cute little cupcake. I'm gonna get something bigger than a cupcake. Probably a small cake or something. So that way I can chow it down in a couple of days. I'll get a small one. I'll get some. I'll just have to plan on what kind of food I want to eat and stuff. Get a good plan going. Yep, get a real good plan going. Yeah, yep, get a real good plan going. Yeah, that's one thing on my birthday is leftover cake in the crock pot. No, I'm gonna stay away from the crock pot for a while because I got sick of crock pot food after a while because it tastes good at first, but then after a while, sometimes now I have to get a smaller crock pot so I can put smaller stuff in the smaller crock pot because sometimes when you have very little stuff, you can't put it in the big crock pot. So I should get a smaller one so I can put it in the smaller one. You know, they'll save on the big one too. You know, I had another one my mother had when she passed away, but my nice sister who bought me my car, she gave the crock pot away that my mother had since the 70s. So that's gone. I don't have it anymore. So, yeah, yeah. Yeah, well, delicious dips. Now, I just buy those jars at the store sometimes. Tostitos dips, or the Fritos. Some once in a while I'll do that. Or I'll just buy the. See, they don't have old home dips. My favorite. They don't sell those at stores anymore. Because people don't buy them. So now you got that top the tater dip. That's okay, but I wish they had different brands out there. To be honest with you, and they have another brand I'm not fond of. So you know, yeah, well, that's the say. Excuse me. Like the saying goes, stores sell what the public buys. You know, and since you know, stores sell, like I say, what the public buys. Yeah, yeah, you still got your buns and Byerly's for the rich people in Minneapolis, St. Paul up there. Yeah, they go to those kind of stores. You got to have a fat wallet to go there. Just like in your areas, you have your expensive stores you can't afford, but the rich people go because they have their rich people that go to stores, the middle class, and then you got the poor. Eh, like those rich hippies that look like hippies. You'd be surprised how they act like too. Well, there's a YouTuber out there called Selection Hammer. He wears his hair down his shoulder blades. He looks like a hippie, but his political beliefs are a lot different than you think. You know, yeah, it's all in one word: Selection Hammer. Oh, yeah, well, I'm gonna let the call go. So, hello there. Yeah, I'm live on YouTube right now. When should I call? When should I call about? Today or tomorrow? All I would be. What's that? Yeah, I might be talking then too. Should I call tomorrow then? Yeah, okay, because I'm usually on tomorrow at 5 and stuff, you know. Uh, oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I forgot about that. Tomorrow's Saturday. Yeah, okay. Okay, I'll see you later. Bye. No, it's not a girl. It's I'll be honest with you. It's an unknown person. Unknown person called, and yeah, he was wondering about things. He doesn't want to be on my YouTube videos or nothing, but yeah, he likes to drive me around. So yeah, unknown person is a male, and he knows more about Minneapolis. It's a male. No, it's not Iggy. Person, unknown. Person, unknown person. Yeah, that's I give the name unknown person. Yeah, not unknown Hinson. Sorry about that. It's my brain. I've lost some of my brains because of that sleep apnea I have, and that's why I use this every day, every night, so I can sleep. Because if I oh unknown Hinson, oh, it's a singer. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, I know him. Oh, it must be. Oh, probably is it a rock singer, country singer, or something? Blues singer, classical singer. Yeah, I never heard of him to be honest. But I've heard of the guy who's saying not in a small town. I know I've heard of him. He hit really big. The only reason he hit it really big is a lot of people attacked him, and then he got big. Because that's the thing when people go negative on someone these days in social media, there's the people that don't like him listen and they say, I am going to show you, I'm going to like that. Jason Arden, that's right. He sang that song, Not in a Small Town. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, Jason Arden. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yep. And he got a lot of concerts going too. Imagine that. Yeah, sometimes there's the negative people that'll attack somebody, and then that person will just really grow. You know, it's like a battle between one group and another. It's between the 40% and the 40%. Then the 17% decides what they like. That's how it's done. In the business these days. Yeah, you got to be careful which 40%. You got to be careful. Yeah, you got to be careful. Maybe I don't know. Of course, I'm not non-political channel, but maybe I could do a survey, a political survey. Maybe I hate to, but maybe I will for the heck of it. Maybe I will sometime. That'll be an idea. Let's see. Let's see. Next. Yeah. I shouldn't. It's kind of risky, kind of scared. There's just so many activists on both sides. They're very angry people. Got to be careful. Got to watch the step. Got to watch, especially in a bigger town. A lot of anger in bigger towns, even in small towns, like the town I was in at one time, Wadena, Minnesota. Got to be careful there, believe me, because they had that protest in Wadena at the time. What was it? Rocks and Cows protest of Governor Tim Walz. Oh boy. Oh, those ranchers and farmers got mad at those activists. I was almost going to film there once. I said, I'll change my mind. Glad I did. Because that guy that filmed there, he did a good enough job in his own way. And yeah, he was kind of an agitator. And he's a popular guy in Wadena, so I wouldn't get into a tussle with that guy. He'd kick my butt too in a fight. So, he'd kick my butt in a fight easy. Yeah. Anyway. Okay, the votes are in. There's 7 votes. Okay. 1, 2, 1. Okay, 2. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 3 male, 2 female. 1 was now or the other, and 1 is none of my business. Okay. All right. That's all right. Yep. So far. Yep. So far. Yep. Well, yeah. Well, hopefully, sometime I can do a drive around with an unknown person. Again, that'd be fun. Maybe I'll have an unknown person drive my vehicle while I do it. That'd be fun. Let an unknown person do it. Yeah, no unknown person will always step on it. Oh, no, he won't. I'm just kidding. I'm just a kid. Yeah. Yep, just about done with my drink, with my iced tea. Yeah. Yeah, no, the car does go very quick. It does go very quick. It's built on a Crown Victoria platform. It's built on a Crown Victoria platform. Only thing is the car is more fancy, the Grand Marquis. You got 2 different kinds. You got the ones with the electronic instrument panel, and I have the plain instrument panel, which I like. I don't want that electronic speedometer because I've had that in the '89 Cougar, and it disappeared. I'd rather have the needle speedometer. That's more for me. You have your electronics for the radio, and you have the electronics for directions like north, south, east, and west. That's kind of different. To be honest, it's unnecessary, but still, hey, it's different. Why not? Why not? It's different. Yeah, yeah. I'd be nervous. Yeah, yeah. I'd be nervous. That's for sure. Yeah, yeah. I thank everybody for stopping by this far. It's 7 votes. I had actually 8 people. One I missed out. One person came and left, and that's okay. That's not a problem. That is not a problem. Yeah, that's not a problem. Yep. Yeah, that's not a problem at all. Yep, that's not a problem. Yeah. Oh. Whew. Ah, boy, my legs. Oh. Oh, my legs. Yeah. Oh, my legs. Ouch. Ooh, ow. Oh. Oh, boy. Oh, I'm just so tired tonight. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah. Like I said before, I'm just so happy. I thank each and every one of you for these subscribers. Looks like I have nobody in the room. That's okay. I thank everybody for stopping by. I thank everybody, and I want to still stay in the room in case somebody pops in. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you're still here. Oh, it says 0 on there. It's just weird. It says 0. Oh, oh, you. See, that says 0 on there. Isn't that weird? Yeah, I know, doesn't it? It says 0 on there. Well, thank you for the like, whoever you are. That's probably an unknown person that stopped by. He doesn't have. If an unknown person had it his way, probably. Nah, I'm just kidding. Some of my enemies will give you a dislike, but that's okay. Yay, Reba Eki. Yeah, thank you, Reba. Yeah. Oh, it's okay. Let's see. 1, 2. So 3, 6. Wait. Let's see. 3, 6, 7, 8. 3 males, 3 females. Each one has was one now the other, and none of my business. Yeah. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, it was one now the other. Could be a half and half. You never know. Could be half and half. And I've read stuff that people were thought of as like females, but they're actually male. For people that were males, were actually female. It's just weird. Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah. Yeah, when I was a younger guy living in Brooklyn Park, a lot of people called me a lady and said that I was the G word, but I wasn't, you know. A lot of that. Then that was fighting, and got in the fights at the time. The only thing is, a lot of these idiots in Brooklyn Park, all they did is use their fist. I used wrestling holds, and they had this kicking stuff that was kind of too bad. But the only thing is, I remembered Brooklyn Park. I remember one family, when they all stuck together, they used their feet to kick, and a lot of people wouldn't fight them. I remember the Potman family in Brooklyn Park. Yeah, they kick people. Yeah. They used to make fun of me too, but I got along with them all right at the time. You know, they were all right with me. Yeah, they were okay with me. And James Potvin, they finally put his statue up that he worked in the thing in Brooklyn Park. They redid a statue. They took a statue down for a while. I think there was a lot of people that got mad and said, "Hey, we want that statue of James Potvin back up," and they put it back up again. Yeah. Well, maybe I don't know if I should film Hardcoff Park or not. I don't know. It's kind of risky because there's a lot of crime in Brooklyn Park these days, you know, and I just don't want to get jumped. That's the problem. See, Brooklyn Park, the crime started like in the 70s. Yeah, they had the parties like out in Hardcoff Park, loud parties all night, drinking parties, drug parties. Then the early 80s, the cops cracked down and stuff, and you know, at the time, and excuse me. Then, as you see in my before and after videos, you can even do Google Maps. Hardcoff Park, Brooklyn Park, Minnesota. They used to have like 4 baseball fields. Now they're down to 1 because, you know, the neighbors there, they didn't want the ball to roll in their yard. So they decided to take the field down when baseball lost interest with the kids because, you know, they're busy with the phones, you know, stuff like that. That's fine. I don't really care. You know, things have changed. A lot of people in comments are complaining about it on their smartphones and desktops and laptops. You know, I mean, if you're complaining about it, why don't you just get off the internet then, you stupid fuckers, you know. That's what I think about those people. If you don't like the kids do it, get off the fucking internet and just get the fuck out of there. Yeah, that's what I say. Get the fucking hell out of there. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, me. Yeah. Yeah, that's where I am. Because, you know, as far as sports are concerned, the only sports I see that are like very popular, yeah, You know, the only sports that are like real popular these days are like pro football and Captain Cringe. Thank you. A $2.50 hat from Target um, in the old Fergus Falls, Minnesota, when it was closed. I think it was it. Yeah, I'd have to look that up sometime. My old videos from a while back. You have to dig it up. It's like 3-4 years ago. Yeah, I was doing a bunch of hats and stuff. I mean, when you're, you know, yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you. Sometimes you can find stuff on the clearance racks and stuff that are like very cheap, like classes, and sometimes you can find paddle boards. Sometimes you can find air rafts. You know, you can find the air rafts and stuff like that, and that are pretty cheap. You know, especially at Walmart. Their stuff isn't gonna probably last long. Maybe it will. I don't know. I've heard a lot. I mean, I bought a lot of stuff at Walmart. And like I said, surprisingly, this clock in Walmart still works. And I've had this battery for like 2 years, and you can turn it upside down, and the clock still works, which most clocks don't. Weird. Yeah. Yeah, that's SA. Now that's a good clock I got from Walmart. I use that for my alarm clock. When I stayed up in Garden City at my friend Mike's house overnight, sleeping in my Park Avenue, kicking the seat back with the floor fan on, blowing the mosquitoes away. Yeah, plugged it into a shed. Yeah. Oh yeah. One thing, when you live in Garden City, you can hear the traffic in Mankato, Highway 169. You can hear the traffic. It's pretty close. But a lot of people, you know, that live in Garden City, they'll buy houses over there because, you know, they want to get away from the bigger city. They like to, they call it the bedroom communities, they say, or they go live in like Madison Lake or Eagle Lake or stuff like that, or Nicollet. That's another one. Yeah. Sometimes a lot of the people don't want to live in the bigger towns. They'll live in the smaller towns and jack up their real estate prices. But they'll still, a lot of the small businesses will close in the small towns that drive nearby because they shop in the big towns and then take their stuff home. So when you have a small town, well, your gas stations are going to have a hard time. Your gas stations in small towns are going to have a hard time competing against Quick Trips and Holidays and stuff like that, because Quick Trips sell cheap chicken, and Holidays, they have their sort of specials and stuff like that. I've checked out the car washes there. Holiday uses that brush system. I won't go there. But Quick Trip has the car wash or the spray. Yeah, you know. Yeah. Now I can use the automatic car wash in my car again, which I'm happy because, you know, when I had the Park Avenue, when my grill got smashed, I'd use the hand one no matter what, because, you know, because when you use the do-it-yourself on a plastic grill with this picture of big red slushies there, I haven't really checked, because sometimes I go to Quick Trip, I just buy lottery tickets, see, because in Minnesota, see, Quick Trip, you have to pay before you put in gas. Holiday, you can put in gas and then pay. You can do that still. And the same with Hy-Vee grocery store, which I'd rather do myself, you know. Yeah, some Hy-Vees sell gas, you know. If I go to New Ulm sometimes, I'll put in gas in New Ulm. But in the Hy-Vee in Mankato, they don't have gas over there, no. Yeah, some Hy-Vees in the smaller towns will have gas. You know, they'll have gas stations. But I usually go to the, no, you don't want to do that. Big fine for that. Nope, I always pay no matter how high the gas is. It's stupid to do that because they can they can photograph you, stuff like that. Yep. In North Dakota, it's a very big fine if you do that. They fine you big in North Dakota and South Dakota if you do that. That's how they collect their money in the Dakotas. Yeah, that's how they collect it in the Dakotas. In Minnesota, it's big fine too. Let's see. Maybe I'll look it up. Okay. Gas drive offs in Minnesota. Okay. 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 See. Let's see. Okay. Come on. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Civil penalties. Ooh, they could be civil penalties before criminal penalties in Minnesota. Yeah, civil penalties before criminal penalties. Yeah, you don't want to do that. Yeah. I When I was a younger guy, yeah, I tried that, but I couldn't do it. I couldn't stand the smell of gas. But Mike's friend Brian did that. He could because he was a heavy cigarette smoker, so he could do that. Yeah, you don't want to do that. Yeah, that'll fry your brain. That smell of gas. And after I do put in gas, like when you go in the gas stations, like Holiday, for example, you can like wash your hands, which I always do after I pump gas. But in case there's a place you don't wash your hands, I just bring a wipe and wipe myself, wipe my hands with a Lysol hand wipe. You know, yeah, it's always a good idea to have a handy wipe with you just in case. Always a good idea because gas, as we all know, is very smelly and stuff like that, and it's fossil fuels, so you don't never know which end of the fossil fuel it could come from. You never know which end. I mean, I suppose when fossil fuels is going to be harder to find in the future. We know that, so I know they're going to eventually change smelly. Uh, uh, let's see, smelling in a nice way. Will you please retract your comment there, Dave? You can. We don't want to give any ideas to, to kids or anything. So please retract the comment. Either that or I will for the first time. Thank you. Yeah, we don't want kids to do that. Yeah, yeah. That's a stupid thing to do. Please don't siphon gas or steal gas or anything like that. Once you put in your gas, no matter how high it is per gallon, pay your gas by cash or credit card, or you know, always pay by cash or credit. Because I hate stealing. I've been ripped off before, so yeah, I didn't do it. Dave did it. I didn't do it. No, I didn't do it. No. Yeah, sometimes it's a tough job. That's sorry, Dave, but it's we got to encourage people not to do stuff like that. Don't do crimes. We got to encourage people not to do crimes. Hey, that's not good because we care about kids and teenagers and adults. Because I mean, it's a brain destroyer. It's a mind destroyer. Gasoline. That's because all those chemicals. I mean, when you go to certain states like Louisiana and Um, please retract your comment, Trendy. Please retract your comment, or I'll retract it. We're not gonna convince crimes around here. I hate criminals. Okay, that's okay. I mean, if you don't know how to retract it, I can do it. I can retract. Yeah, I could be Richie Rich. Yeah. Let's see. I'll have to. I'm gonna have to retract your comment. Sorry. Oops. Can I do it? Let's see. How do I do it? Okay. Uh, uh, well, let's see. How do I do this? Where's Monkey Mafioso when I need him? Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna have to. Okay. Okay. No, I deleted your message. I had to do it. Okay, I delete. I have to. I did delete your message, Trendy. So, okay. No, Monkey Mafiosa is my. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's. I understand. So I mean, there's people that do that because of poverty. Okay. All right. Price. Okay. Nah, that's a different name. I know. So it's Pice is a different name. Yeah, his name is different. Yeah. Anyway, okay. Now, so sometimes I have to retract comments. Unless then if Monkey Mafiosa comes on, he'll retract anything he wants because then I can't stop him because Monkey Mafioso is a bigger person than I am. You know. Okay. Well. No. Well. Let's don't encourage crimes and gas sniffing. Okay, and stuff like that. Gas sniffing is bad. Yeah. Not well. Well, sometimes you know, I it's just the way it is. You know. Yeah. Let's talk about cars. Good idea. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Okay. Oh, vehicles iced on. There you go. Don't be Rama Rama. Um, oh, whatever that means. Well, anyway, okay, let's talk about cars. Yeah, okay. I want to talk about cars. Okay. Yeah, well, let's see. Yeah, I've owned, nah, most of my vehicles weren't exciting. I owned a 1972 Oldsmobile Delta 88 with a 352 barrel V8 engine, 74 Catalina with a 400 barrel V8 engine. Um, let's see, what was my next car I owned? Um, oh, oh fudge. Yeah, I owned a 1970 Buick LeSabre, a 352 barrel engine. Yeah, so I do in the freeways. Yeah. Okay, you drive a Toyota Camry. That's all right. It's all right. Whatever vehicle you like. Yeah, whatever vehicle you like. Whatever vehicle you like. It's okay. Yep. Okay, let's see. What other vehicles have I driven besides that? I got to think of something. I drove the 1979 Pontiac Grand Le Mans that had a 301 two-barrel V8 engine. That car was very slow. 1986 Chevy Caprice with a six-cylinder. That was putt slow. Okay, Russell V. Feather. All right, cool. No, I never owned a truck. Nope. Good question. I never owned a truck. I've owned all cars. I've owned all cars. Yeah. Let's see. I drove a 1986 Pontiac Grand Prix T-top. Was a 301. I think that was a two-barrel V8. Or was that? No, it was a two-barrel. Yes. Okay. I drove a 1989 Mercury Cougar Luxury Sport. That was a V6 engine, as I recall. That thing was in the shop constantly. A 1992 Oldsmobile 88 that had a six-cylinder engine that went a little slower than the Cougar. Um, let's see. I drove a 1978 Ford LTD2 with a 351 Windsor. I think that was a two-barrel V8 as well as a 1978 Mercury Cougar. Same thing. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I never owned a van. No, I was just doing name all the vehicles I once owned. Let's see. Okay. I've covered all that. Then I owned this 1997 Buick Park Avenue. That was the car I owned for 17 years before I had it in the scrapyard. And then after that, the current one, that had a fuel injection V6, and this one has the 4.6 liter, which is 280 cubic inches V8, the current Grand Marquis. Yeah, and that's by far the fastest vehicle I ever owned. The 70 Buick Sabre would probably keep up with it. Yeah, in the long run, it'll probably catch up. But the 70 Sabre is like very heavy, and it was like the windshield was like this, the body was like that. Yeah, very anti-wind resistant. Plus the 70 Buick Sabre, it took premium leaded gas, so it took premium leaded gas. Yeah, yeah, you run it on regular gas, and car with diesel keep running all the time. So I think with those vehicles, I think 70 five and below, I believe, something like that. Oh, 1970, they had unleaded gas for vehicles in California. Yeah, they had that in California at the time, as I recall, because my late Uncle Ed told me. No, it doesn't do anything. I just use regular unleaded gas like it's supposed to. It doesn't take high performance gas. No, the regular 89 unleaded. I won't put unleaded 88. I don't mix gas. It says in the owner's manual what gas to put in. So, let's see. It says in my book. Okay. There it is. Let's see. Let's see what it says about gas. Let's see. Gas. Driving. Let's see. Fuses. Okay. Dispute. Hood. Engine oil. Okay. Let's see. Keys, locks. Oh, gas. Driving. Okay. Should say what fuel. Oh, fuel pump. 145. Okay. Let's see. Trailer towing. Okay, yeah, okay. Teaches me how to drive. Good. Um, using roadside, hazard, fuel pump shut off switch. Uh, oh, hmm. Okay. Yeah, that's for sure. I should really bring this in my car. Yeah. Yeah, has a lot of information in it. Oops. What's this one? Oh, that's water. I better wipe that off. Don't want water in that baby. And then, as always, there's always some yo-yo that writes on the maintenance guide. Thank you, Dum Dum. Thank you, Dum Dum. Thank you. All right. 3 male, 3 female. One was one for the other, and one none of my business. Okay. That's good. That is good, yeah. Yep. Got 8 people here tonight. Well, actually 9. One came and left before I put the survey, but thank you, everybody, for stopping by this far. Yeah, it did. It's very handy. Yeah. What do they write in it? Oh, the warranty guide. No. Scheduled maintenance guide. Okay. Let's see. 33,299, 11,1306. Okay. At 33,000 miles in 2006. Okay, so in 17 years, the car was driven 20,000 miles. Okay. 16 years, 20,000 miles. It was barely driven all those years. Yeah, well, like I said, it's kind of good information. 38,416 miles in 2009. Yeah. No, I guess it's kind of good to know that over the last many years, the car wasn't driven much. So I guess, in a way, it's a good thing. Okay. All right. Oh, there. Oh, okay. There's the name of the guy that owned the car. Varden McQuackback. P.O. Okay. There you go. P.O. Box 246, Millville, North Dakota. Yep. Yeah. Very little miles. Yeah. Yeah, I got to look up that North Dakota town. It's right. Yeah, it's in the outskirts of it was bought in North Dakota. Yep. How about that? I got a car from North Dakota. Well, that's good. They don't hardly put salt on the roads in North Dakota. So, but then you got to kind of be careful how you drive in North Dakota too. Yeah. Got to be careful how you drive in North Dakota. Yeah. Yeah. It's that say. I remember my mom had a best friend a while back. She was from like Williston, North Dakota. She could have sold her house for a fortune because, well, she was complaining to my mother constantly. Oh, those oil trucks keep coming by all the time. Oh, I'm getting sick and tired of it. The one time when I called her, she was saying it. I said, well, why don't you sell your house and move to a different town. We're the only. She says, "Oh, I'm not gonna move. I've lived in this house for about 50 years. You think I'm gonna move out of my house and miss my house?" I said, "Well, no, ma'am. I didn't mean to offend you." She was just getting on, just crabby. I just thought to myself, well, if the house is going to make a lot of money in Williston, why don't you sell the place and move? We got pictures and videos of it. Get another older house, you know? And with all the money in Williston, you can move to another town in North Dakota for a much cheaper house. Plus, I have money in the bank. She could have money in the bank, you know? But see, some people get so attached to their houses that they won't leave no matter what. Some people are so attached to their houses sometimes, but nowadays with eminent domain, they will tear down your house. They'll either tear down your house now or they'll drag you out. Yeah, with the freeway, with people building freeways and the oil pipelines, if they tell you to leave your house, you better leave. They'll give you time to pack. If it was me, I would leave. I ain't gonna fight no law enforcement. No, not me. I'll take some videos. Here's this and this and this. I'll say, okay, give me some bread. I'll split. Yeah, but you know what they do is they give you the value of the place and the land plus a little extra. They'll give you a little extra, so that way you can't say, "Oh, what's the value of the house?" Now they give you a little extra. Be happy, give you a little extra. Get out of here. That's what they tell you. Uh, yeah, that's how they do it these days with the highways and the oil companies when they build pipelines. Well, you take what we give you, or we're gonna send a law and drag you out. You know, because they give you time. They'll print in online or in the newspaper. They're going to plan on either building pipelines through there or freeways. They do it way ahead of time. They'll do it way ahead of time, so they'll give you time to take your money, pack up, and leave. That's how they do it. They'll give you time. But you better leave when the time comes. You better not fight. I guess you could try a lot of extra money years ago that used to work, but now they're tightening up on that. They're tightening up. You know, because that's how businesses do, and people vote for whatever they want to vote for. That's up to the people who they want to vote for. All up to the people, one way or another. Yeah. Well, it is, Dave. But what can you do? What can you do? You know, because if people vote for those politicians that vote for stuff like that, that's how they do it. That's how. You know, me, I wouldn't fight them. You know, felons should be depends on what felonies they've done. Murders should not vote. Rapists should not vote. Um, those that like steal from the elderly and kids, they should not vote. And well, you know stuff like that, or felons that stole lots of stuff from stores shouldn't vote neither. I forgot about that because you got to protect the business person. See, too many people, they seem to think, just for example, say if somebody's in a store, say they're going to a grocery store, they bust a pickle jar or some jar of food. Say it costs $3-4. A lot of people aren't going to pay for it. They'll just say, "Oh, the store's rich enough. I'll let them clean it up." If it was me, I'd clean it up myself. I'd pay for it. I'd say, "Hey, give me a mop and bucket. I'll clean it up. Then I'll go pay for it. I'll save their thing." I'd actually do it myself. Because my dad, I've said it in other videos before, my father once owned a grocery store in Cyrus, Minnesota. Yeah, he had people drop stuff, and then my dad would be home. I had to charge him, blah, 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 blah. But I can't charge him because that's Olson's friend, blah, 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 blah. That's Olson's good friend, blah, blah, blah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, my father, he had like 4 or 5 employees in the store, 4 or 5 employees in a town of 200 people, and he had competition all around. He couldn't make it. My father was a 3-time failed businessman, so yeah, my father owned a gas station in Minnehaha. It's still there, but it's an ice cream shop. Get this, get this. Eh, yeah, he failed at that business. In a gas station in a town like that, in a big city of Minneapolis, St. Paul, a gas station like that shouldn't fail. You know, you should always have customers all around you. Just like Christie's gas station up by DuPont in about 53rd. It's near Brooklyn Center. Christie's has been there for years. They're the highest price per gallon gas station in Minneapolis, but they get a lot of customers coming in their business doing their garage. See, my father, he could have had a successful gas station, but he gave away too many things to his friends. Free gas, free this, free gas, free that. Yeah, kind of reminds me of Brutus on the Popeye cartoon. The time he comes in the gas station, he takes all Popeye's free water, free air, free this, free that. And then Popeye says, "You want some gas?" Brutus says, "No, I do business across the street." Yeah, yep. Good old Brutus. Yeah, I remember that cartoon episode. That was pretty good. Of course, Popeye got even, ate a spinach, and got strong and beat up Brutus. Yeah, you would want to be friends with my father. He's much different than I am. My father is much different. He wouldn't even be on the internet. He's a nice guy and everything, but he's different. He's different than I am. Yeah, he's different. Yeah, my late uncle Ed was different too. He hated computers. Yeah, he used to get mad. They were starting the computer stuff in vehicles. He got mad when my uncle got mad when they had electronic stuff instead of points because you just change points in your car. My late uncle hated that. He says, "Yeah, I hate that." He says, "It's going all that electronics crap." He says, "Next thing you know, they'll make total electronics in vehicles." Yeah, it's terrible. He said, "Yeah, my late uncle." My father, I think after like 1980, he didn't change. My uncle, after 1960, he started to frown on stuff. Because I remembered, like I said, when he watched the end, yeah. Oh yeah, you might like him. Yeah, yeah. Ed was a different cat. Yeah, he uh yeah, he was best friends with a guy named Homer Stevenson. I'll see if I can find it obituary someplace. I don't know if you can see this or not. That was my uncle's best friend, Homer Stevenson. He used to own a wrecking yard in Salt Lake City, Utah. He's the one that, can you see that? He's the one that gave my late Uncle Ed, when he died, that 63 Buick Riviera and the 68 Chevy pickup truck with a 6-cylinder engine. Um, yeah, the 6-cylinder, it was like a short box. It was a short box like front. Then he welded it into a big box in the back. Homer did that. Yeah, Homer and probably his friends, but yeah. Yeah, Homer can do that stuff. He was a millionaire from Salt Lake City. He owned a wrecking yard. Yeah, he gave my late uncle that 63 Buick Riviera. Huh. Well, that Riviera would blow away my Grand Marquis, of course, because that Riviera came with that four, um, let's see, let's see, 1963 Buick Riviera engines. Okay. Let's see. It was a okay. Yeah, he had the 401. I think he had was at the 401 cubic inch nail head. Yeah, I think he had the nail head V8. Yeah, because he said he called it a Wildcat. Yeah. Oh no, the '63 Riviera did not have the boat tail. That was the late '60s Riviera, and they made it bigger. Yeah, this was like sleek. It was a real sleek car. It was ahead of its time. If you ever see 1963 Riviera pictures, yeah, it was that 401 nailhead V8, that very rare engine. Yeah. No, was it? Say no. Yeah. Yeah, 401 with 325 horsepower. Let's see. No, he had the 425. Yeah, he had the 425. Yeah. No, he had the 425 cubic inch. Excuse me, I made a mistake. Yeah. I'll have to I have to go to the computer shop. I have to redo my computer so I can do that sometime. I can put in YouTube videos of pictures of, I don't know, I got to think of something, how to do the vehicles part. Yeah, like in pictures. Yeah, the trouble with my mother when she did films, which was very few, was just about people looking and waving, and that's about it. Didn't really show the vehicles or anything, and stuff like that. It didn't show the town. What color is the Riviera? It was white. It was a white car with tan interior. It was like bucket seats. It had the shifter on the floor. Oh yeah, Barrett Jackson. That car would go for big money nowadays. Big money. Oh boy. Yeah, I couldn't afford it. I put it this way, that car would probably be worth more than many houses out there. Probably over half the houses in the United States. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, hopefully sometime let's see. I gotta I'm gonna look it up. 1963 Buick Riviera YouTube driving. Let's see what happens here. Okay. Yeah, okay. There's one person that actually drove a 63 Riviera. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, a person actually drove a 63 Riviera on YouTube. Yeah. Yeah, I should look that up sometime. Right. I never rode in my uncle's car. No, nobody rode in it. You couldn't even touch it. Then my dad bugged my uncle into selling the car. The rest of the family told him, Ed, don't sell the car. My dad said, oh, sell it. Ed should have moved out. My dad would have begged on his hands and knees, Yeah. Yeah. But uncle sold it for like $1,400 and he cried for the rest of his life. Yeah. He sold it, I think, in 1981 for $1,400. Yeah. And I bet that guy that owns that car probably is in a museum somewhere by now. Of course, it had surface rust because even in the garage all the time, it still gets surface rust. It was pretty weird. Yeah. It was pretty darn weird. Yeah. Pretty weird. Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, it's pretty weird. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that 800 subscribers, like I said, I just been so honored tonight having everybody here. Let's see. Like I said, I got 8 people. I'm very happy. I'm very happy with 8 people. I'd be happy with even one person. Yep, it says 8. Yep, 3 males, 3 females. Yeah, it's and okay, one each. One was one now the other, and one none of my business. Yeah, it's been a great night. Yeah, it says two on there now, so maybe YouTube has got it right. Who knows? Eh. Oh, let's see. Relatively speaking, I'll see what's going on in my YouTube. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, let's see. How do we do this? Okay, see what my bell says. Okay, yeah. Let's see. Nothing going on except for nothing really going on. Not just the usual dinner bell stuff. Yeah, I know. I had to retract a couple of statements because we don't want people to do stuff, and YouTube is just they go bonkers over independent channels like us. They go bonkers. YouTube is different with independent channels. I mean, yeah, my friend, no, yeah, my friend Jimmy one time, him and Iggy were doing a regular YouTube channel. I don't know if they didn't say anything controversial. It was the chat monitor. They took down his channel. Not even know why. That was about one of the cleanest shows he ever had. And YouTube took his show way down. It took it down. They took his show down. He didn't even say anything. It was just weird. Yeah, that time I was chat monitor. I thought to myself, why? He didn't say anything controversial, and or maybe when he was talking about what Hartsy Protsy said on something, I don't want to say what it is, exactly, but besides that, there was nothing controversial about it. They didn't even swear, and that's unusual. That's highly unusual. Because in some of their shows, they do like to kind of say the foul language, you know. So, but anyway, yeah, as I say with YouTube, yeah, they just gone bonkers on things, and oh, they have all this stuff they sell. Oh, we'll teach you how to use your tag words. We'll teach you how to grow your videos and blah 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 blah. Tch. Yeah, as far as those YouTube people's concerned, oh yeah, then I've even put down too. Get this, that I don't want advertisements on my channel. They've put advertisements on it anyway without asking me. Nice going, YouTube. Nice going. Even on some of my controversial stuff, they put advertisements on it. Yeah, YouTube will do that to you. Even though I put no advertisements because they gave me a choice. But they put it on anyway, and people like us get no money unless we get 1,000. And when I reach 1,000, I have to have 4,000 watch hours, which I don't have. I'm way below. So I'm not going to get any money no matter what. No, that's YouTube for you. They do what they want. They do whatever they want, Yeah. Yeah, they keep all those controversial actors and singers on the mainstream stuff. YouTube will keep them on. Of course they will. Yeah. Yeah, they've been pushing to have me pay $50 for NFL football. Nah, I'm gonna keep my $50 and put gas in my vehicle. So YouTube, yeah, yeah, I guess a lot of people do. Because I've had a lot of YouTube channels, they quit. Some of the channels I thought were good, but I've known some that just plain quit. They're frustrated. But see, that's what YouTube wants them to do. They want people like me to quit. But I do it as a hobby. So I'm not going to quit. Sorry, YouTube. But eventually, YouTube's going to do things a lot different. They're always up to shenanigans. That's YouTube for you. Always up to shenanigans. Yeah, they're good at that. They do what they want. What can, you know, they do whatever they want. Yeah, I'm getting kind of tired. Let's see. I think I'll probably stretch it for 15 more minutes, maybe, or maybe longer. I'll stretch it 15 and then I'm going to call it a day. I'm not going to go on for 5, 6 hours unless it's my birthday. Yeah, yeah, unless it's my birthday. Yeah, yep, unless it's my birthday. See, that's what I hate about those Sterilite drawers, You put a thing on it with some paper and it sinks. Yeah, share a dream. Yeah, share a dream of winning the lottery or something. There you go. Yeah, probably. I'll just have to plan it real carefully. Of course, first I'll go to the store and buy the fresh food and eat. Because see, when a person goes to the deli, when you buy the food, you like to eat it right away as much as you can, and then after that, you okay. Another female on there. Thank you very for your vote. Three males, four females, one, neither the other. That was one, now the other, and one none of my business. Okay, thank you for your vote. Yep, thank you very much. Yeah, thank you for your votes. Yeah, yeah. No, I don't want your money. Nope, I refuse to take your money. I don't want it. I don't want it. And my enemies, Pastor Mitch Victory and Tom Ben McKeldin, I'm not going to let them have it because if they try to get it from you, they'll be banned from YouTube. I'll ban them, and they know it. And they're already rich enough with their millions of dollars. Both those crooks, both those shysters. You know I don't like them, but they somehow beat me because they outsmart me. I don't want anything from you. I want nothing. Nothing, nothing, nothing. I wouldn't care if I had. I wouldn't care if I had a small cash account. I don't want any money from you. Zero. Zero money. Zero. Zero. I want zero. Zero. You come on here all the time and give me my time things. That's more than enough. I thank you for it. You spend most of your time listening to me say nothing, so I don't want your money. Not a cent. I don't want a cent of your money. Not one penny. Not one penny of your money. Nope. Not a penny. Not a penny. Not a penny. Nope. Not a penny. Yeah, thank you. Vice and honest. Yeah. Yeah. And the other alter egos are be coming back, doing their thing, whatever they're going to do. Who knows? Of course, they're always stealing my food, those moochers, using my gas. Yeah, yeah, I'm stupid enough to sign that contract for those two, with that goofball Tom. What can I do? Sometimes he outsmarts me. Yeah, he outsmarts me. Yeah, oh yeah, and then his twin brothers. Yeah, his twin brothers from same mothers. Yeah, greedy people. I got to put up with them. Yeah, got to put up with those people. Yeah, because a lot of people like him. Yeah, a lot of people like him. Yeah. So I got to keep them on. And let's see now. Finish my iced tea. Finish my iced tea. Yeah. Yep. I finished it up and I'm happy. Let's see. This one didn't open yet. Ah. There it is. Yep. Oh, I'll show you anyway. I don't care. Paid $1.03 for it at Walmart. $1.03. Paid $1.03. Yeah, only $1.03 at Walmart. Yeah, sometimes you get good deals. Man, I'm not a sponsor actually, neither. No, nope, I'm not actually a sponsor. Yeah, sometimes the person goes to Walmart, you can see good deals. Just like, yeah, I bought some Tide detergent. I went to Menards, I paid over $10 for it. Then I went to Walmart, they were selling Tide with Oxy, 96 loads, $5. Oh boy, I should have went to Walmart. I could have got that for $5. Maybe I could have bought two of them for $10. Should have used my brain, but I forgot. Of course, by tomorrow, that's going to be gone. You know that, because people die for those cheap laundry detergent. Laundry detergent isn't very cheap. Yeah, laundry detergent isn't very cheap. Yeah. Yeah, it's not cheap. There. I scraped it off. Yeah. I'm not a paid sponsor on any of those products. Not a paid sponsor. Nope. Let's see. 9 votes. Yep. 3 male, 4 female. One was one not the other, and one none of my business. All right. There's others that came and went, but they chose not to vote. Okay. That's fine. You got the non-voters. That's all right. You get that in every election. You get that in every election. Yeah. That's the way it goes. That's the way it goes. Yeah. The one that left, thank you for stopping by. Appreciate it if they did leave. Yeah, that YouTube numbers thing. They got Google money and they can't even do the numbers thing right. You think with all that money they'd get the numbers thing right, but they don't get it right. They don't get it right. Oh, Nico Taito. Hey, welcome, Nico Taito. Welcome. Hey, wait a minute. It says I got 5 people. Hey. Yeah. Yes, you do. Welcome. Yeah, I know. That's YouTube for you. That is YouTube for you. Yeah. Okay. Now we got 4 males, 4 females. One was one now, not the other, and one is none of my business. All right. We got 10 people. Cool. All right. Nico Taito. Yeah. I like Nico Taito. Cool. Cool dude. There's Fish Man. Yeah, I know who you are, Fish Man. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I never thought I'd get this high, but I never thought I'd get this high of subscribers. But I thank each and every one of you. Yeah, in the old days, I'd have got a lot of money from YouTube, but YouTube has been really slamming the independent channels like us, just really going to town. I wish they had competition. If I got $10 a year, I take all my videos and go to the competitor. Yeah, that's what I do. Yep, I go to the competitor. Yeah, that's what you do. Yeah, yep, yeah. Then you got. Thank you, Fishman. Thank you very much. Yeah, but well, Google's very big, so then Google has those neat things like you can talk on a voice thing, and $10 buy a gummy. Well, you could buy a jar of gummies. I think I'm gonna next time I get it. I think I'm gonna get the jar instead of the pouch because the jar is easier to close than the pouch. The pouch I had a hard time opening and closing it. You know, so I think I'll buy the jar instead. I'll get the jar one. Am I still talking to Jimmy? No, not very often lately. I think he's been like very busy. Sometimes I'll message him, like give an answer. I'll talk. He doesn't answer. He's a very busy man. He's got just so many people. Like he's got E. Rich and Florian and Eggy and Mel Hartsey, of course. He talks to Hartsey a lot more, and that's fine. Hartsey's smarter than I am, so and all kinds of other people. Skip Schwenk, the one that was in that movie CIA 2, Second Billing. Congratulations to Skip Schwenk for being second billing. You know, congratulations to him. You know, yeah, congratulations to him. Yeah, yep, yeah. He got second billing, but he's trying for the CIA sequel too. He's trying to. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy, but if he'll pull it off, miracles happen. Miracles do happen. Yeah, miracles happen. But other than that, with Monkey or Jimmy and stuff, I don't talk to him very much. No, I'll know when his next show will come on. He may or may not. He may say he'll come on this time, and then maybe he won't because he's a very busy man. He's all. I mean, I do this as a hobby. He does it. When you get up to his level, it's just a lot more work. I mean, I've been sent filthy pictures before by my enemies, like once or twice. He gets it all the time. So, I could complain to him about it. He'll just say, "Hey, Randy, I get a lot more negative stuff than you dream." He'd say something like that. He'd say that. Yeah, yeah, he'd say that. You know. So, well, I mean, maybe I could like ask him when the next show is. But I don't know. Like I say, sometimes he answers me, sometimes he doesn't. That's the way it goes. Yeah, yeah. Him and his friends are up here. I'm down here. That's okay. Oh, yeah, my enemies. Yeah, that's all right. I told on him, and that particular. I told him, and that particular female claimed I did some crimes on her saying on my YouTube channel, which I never did. The bad R word, which I never did. You saw the chat. No, I went to law enforcement when that particular person sent that real filthy picture on Discord, public Discord, where all the kids see. I went to law enforcement. And the lady said I needed help. There's nothing I could do about it. I went to law enforcement. I reported it. I still felt I did the right thing. They did nothing. Because Discord would not. I reported it. They would not do anything. Discord. It was a screwed up system. I took pictures and I reported it. I felt I did my duty reporting filth to Discord. It was totally filthy. Kids, any 6-year-old child could see it. I went to law enforcement. I thought law enforcement should at least taken it down. They refused, and she said I needed help. For what? For what? Reporting something that kids could see, you know? They would charge me. I know, it's just weird. Then they wonder why. Well, I didn't record it. I took pictures of it. I got picture evidence. I got the picture evidence. Yes, I do. Yeah. Hmm. I won't say name. No. But then you got to realize too that the bigger people, the ones that have a lot more subscribers, get stuff like that all the time. Though they get that all the time. Yeah, they get that. They get death threats. Yeah, the ones with a lot bigger subscribers, 175, 200,000, they get a lot more of that than I do. That was probably the second time. The first time it was my ex-friend who slammed me in videos for 7, 8 hours, called me every name in the book, this and that, and this and that. And I asked Jimmy, he just says totally ignore him. He's not worth your time. So that's what I did. Um, um, I'll just probably get those little cubes and stuff. I'll talk about that, but I got to kind of be careful how to do it, though. I got to kind of be careful because I got that attack that time by that person and their friends. But luckily, see, I told on them through Google and YouTube. Thank you for making it easier for me to report them. Thank you. I reported it on all of them for excessive harassment. Yeah, I reported them. Yeah, I reported them. So I'll give Google and YouTube there. There. I clapped for some for YouTube and Google. I actually clapped for him because he let me report. Yeah, imagine that. YouTube. But YouTube's a lot of negativity. But the trouble with YouTube and Google is they have the voice thing on there. They have that voice. You could say stuff. The Google Maps are excellent when you turn it on. Yeah, a lot of these activists, how stupid a lot of those activists are that commit crimes. I mean, they say stuff like on their Facebook emails or the X emails or Twitter, if you will, or other social media platforms like, they'll say that. And then, get this, they try to delete it when they think they're going to fool law enforcement. Law enforcement, they have these experts that can encrypt it. They can encrypt inside where you deleted them. They can dig that out. They can dig that stuff right out. So if you ever talk to, like in meetings, put it on the internet, you're not going to get away with it. Because they have that encrypted stuff. They can, like say for phone, we'll delete those stuff. I'm a full law enforcement. They'll just dig in here. Got him. Oh, there's 20 years in the slammer for you. That's how it's done. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. But as far as that person's concerned that did that crap to me, that person's going to go nowhere. It'll go nowhere. I saved that stuff with pictures. I saved it. I actually did. I'm going to show that to my niece, who was a dancer in Europe. I'm going to say the name, and you can Google it if you want. Shayna Allen. And she was like a dancer out in Europe. I think she should be one of the top 5. If you see her picture with a smiling face, that's my niece. I'll do it myself. Huh. Yeah. Yeah, she is one of those pictures in the pictures. You count in Google 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. She's like the 10th picture on Google Pictures. I suppose I could through Google Pics. See if I could. Wait a second. Wait a second. I'll have to. Wait. Time out. How am I going to do this? I'm going to do it this way. There we go. Okay. I'll put it down. Okay. There you go. See that one? It's the third one. See that? The third one? That's my niece. See that? Do you see it? Do you see it? Yes or no? Yeah. That's a third picture. Yeah. She was a dancer out in Europe, drew thousands of people. I'll show her who it is. She knows celebrities. She knows celebrities. Yeah. And that certain person who sent me that stuff, they'll slam the door on her. They'll slam the door on her. It didn't scar me, Dave. It didn't scar me. Why would it scar me for? Dave, I've been in fights before. See my nose? How soft it is? I got punched in the nose by Cindy Conley when I was like 10 years old and she was 15. She punched me right square in the nose with her knuckle. See, that's why my nose is soft. Cindy Conley punched me in the nose. Some mean female from Minneapolis, real crazy lady, you know. I've been ripped off money before. I got hit in the back of my car in Mankato by some old lady in a 2020 SUV, and the highway patrolman was talking to her and said my car had no damage. Yeah, I got the short end of the stick. I'm a lot more mad than that stupid thing. Dave, you know? Yeah, I've been around, fish man, you bet. I've known the criminals. Yeah, I've known the criminals. I know the scumbags. I know the idiots. I knew the sluts. Yeah. I know the good people too. I know the honest people. I knew the religious people. Yeah, I talked to one guy one time in Minneapolis I got stoned with when I worked at Industrial Hub Temps. He got mad at one guy, this punk rocker, after that guy told him to shut up. That guy was sleeping outside. He took they had these old, these hiking boots. You ever see those hiking boots where they had those tough toe on it? He kept kicking that guy in the head over and over and over again. He said, yeah, that fucker wouldn't shut up, man. I had to take, yeah. But I don't know who he is. He's probably dead for all I know because he was a heavy drug user. Chances are, law enforcement, he's probably dead. He took a lot of drugs. But he was a mean dude. Yeah. I didn't know his name even. That was this funny thing. I didn't even know his name. I didn't even know his first or last name. I went right to his house. I said, hey, did you daddy? He said, no. He says, yeah, man, I did it. I kicked that guy in the head. Fucker wouldn't tell me shut up. You wouldn't tell nobody, would you? I said, no, man. You're cool, brother. You're cool, brother. Yeah. You're cool, man. No, brother. Yeah, brother. Yeah, you're cool. Yeah, this stuff is so good, man. Yeah, make me fly, man. All right. Yeah, you're cool, man. We love to party. Yeah, we love to really party, brother. Yeah, that's how sometimes I talk like in the bad side of town. Man, I'm just so broke, man. I don't know what to do. Yeah, I can barely buy food to eat, and my fucking stomach is just hurting like crazy, man. Yeah, that's just hurting like fucking crazy. Yeah, yeah. I used to talk like that sometimes in the poor parts of town, you know? And sometimes they'll talk like this if they want my money. Hey, man, I ain't got no money to give you, man. I'm broke. I wear these dirty clothes, dirty shirt, holes in my pants. I'd have like $400 in my wallet. And they'd believe I was broke. They believe I was broke. No, no, I didn't really talk to groups of people per se. They're nice and honest. I talk to people individually, you know, because people generally that are in street gangs and in those clubs, they usually like to sell stuff out in the street, you know. They usually like to sell the stuff out in the street. And, well, back then that was before security cameras, but back then, gangs in the early 80s, they were around, but they weren't serious. Unless it was like in New York and Los Angeles. Minneapolis wasn't that serious. They had some, but as the mid and late 80s came about, then they got bigger and bigger. Then the 90s, it exploded after the Rodney King incident, you know, with the cops. Then it really grew, you know. Then the gangs and the gangs of all kinds grew in every aspect, big towns, small towns. But as time goes by, you got the internet. They thought one guy in high school was saying, "Oh, we might have peace with mankind on the internet." Not really. So now you got these street gangs and motorcycle clubs, you know, that they just grow so big. Some are very small and some are real big, you know. Yeah, I've experienced all kinds of interesting things in life, but now I'm lucky. I live in a place I can relax with my roommates and are no trouble. They're hard to find no trouble people, you know, because a lot of times, you know, when you have roommates, you try to live in the poor side. They're mostly drunks and druggies and losers and thieves and all that. I don't want to live with those people. They're nothing but high stress. Steal from you, steal your money so they get drunk or high. I mean, no, thank you. No, thank you. I don't need those kind of thieves. Nope. I've had my fill with thieves. I've had my fill with hustlers. Yeah, I've had my fill with those people. I don't need them. That's why I won't go to bars anymore. I'm no, I'm not in any street gang or motorcycle club. No, no, that's the way people actually talked of all races. Pison honest, where I came from. I knew a lot of people that talked like that in all races. Um, Caucasian. I mean, wherever they're in Europe, Asia, Africa. Aust- let's see, Europe, Asia, Africa, I guess Australia. I guess that's counted as a continent. Yeah, or in all the islands out there, it's all the same, all the same. And Greenland, yeah, yeah. Greenland has people there. Yeah, I've thought of. Yeah, Greenland actually looks pretty cool. I've seen YouTube videos of Greenland. That thanks you for reminding me, fish man. I ought to watch an episode in Greenland sometime. Again, it'll be interesting. I've seen that how they're like all in one town. They can't like travel to other towns because there's like too many rocks and stuff like that. It gets very snowy. Um, Now they say there's less snow. I don't know. Okay, let's say there's less snow nowadays in areas and they're not. I don't know, maybe it's air pollution or something. I don't know. Maybe we go through cycles in weather. I have no idea. I have no idea. It's just let's assume there is such a thing as um, some warming thing, global warming. Let's say if there is, if something happens, I will go on my bed, crawl like a turtle, and say goodbye, world. That's what I do. Crawl, say goodbye, world. That's all I can do. I can't do anything else except say goodbye, world. You know. Yeah, yeah, that's true. I mean, the reason the human population has grown through the years is because of the combustion engine in vehicles, obviously. I mean, I was born because of the combustion engine in a vehicle. Because Dwayne McLaughlin, my dad's one friend, drove my mother to the hospital while she was in labor with me. She rode in a combustion engine vehicle to go to the hospital. If that would have been horse and buggy, maybe I wouldn't have been born. Because I've passed Amish people in Wadena when I was driving my vehicle. And the Amish vehicles go much slower, obviously. We all know that. But remember, that's paved streets that the Amish are driving their horses in. You go back in time when there's no roads, they had to ride like in the fields. And a lot of times they rode in the fields, they run into rocks, they could run into quicksand, it could run into all kinds of interesting things. A lot of times people have to draw maps by hand, go back to town. Sometimes, well, they have to bring. It's smart for a map person. They bring like 3-4 people to get together because that way, if someone's sinking in the quicksand, they can save their life. Because once a person sinks in the quicksand, no chance. So if they bring 3-4 people together, do their mapping and all that, then go back to town. Amish quicksand. Yeah, I think in some Amish areas they might have had quicksand. I don't think Amish areas were like all in the north. There's southern Amish people, I'm sure. There's southern Amish too. Yes. Yeah, you got all kinds of interesting people too. The Mormons in Utah, they're interesting. You know, Interesting people. But as time goes by, um, no, not really. I see when I used to talk to I never really talked to the Amish people, place and honest. The only time the Amish people talk to you is if you buy something from them. Say you buy a pie or something, or you buy some bread. Maybe they'll talk to you for a little bit, but if they have other customers, they're going to tell you, "Can you please buy something? I have other customers behind me." You know? Yeah, but usually I'll buy something from the Amish. They'll try to rip you off. I They're not known to rip people off as I know of. No. No, they're not. They do not as I know of. What are they you're on the buff? Well, yeah. Okay. They might well as far as the Amish are concerned, they do things a lot different, yes. I used to buy Amish eggs in central Minnesota. They're the best eggs I ever had. Because when you buy a lot of eggs, the shells are weak, and sometimes you have chicken inside the egg. Sometimes you break the eggs. Amish eggs never disappointed me. Always the best. Amish eggs are usually more expensive, but I buy Amish eggs. They used to sell it at Super One in Wadena, Minnesota, and sometimes Central Markets in Detroit Lakes and usually in Perham. Because for the Amish, Perham is more Amish country than the Detroit Lakes. But down in the southern regions, I guess I'd have to go to probably, I read Wyndham or something. I could get that, but well, they stink. Well, generally, they don't have indoor plumbing. Probably no, as I know of. Yeah, they probably do their old-fashioned baths like they did in the old days. Yeah. Well, I don't think they use Mountain Dew to make jelly. I doubt that. I don't. I don't really know what Amish do. I don't know. I never. The only time I've waved at Amish, Amish will wave back, but they don't talk to you. They keep to their set. That's how the Amish work. Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. I married an Amish girl. Yeah, the Amish ladies, they stick with their sect. Very few ever leave, or well, there is banishment, sure, but banishment is very seldom because the Amish people are very close together, as I know of. I've never talked to the Amish. They're around the Wadena, Minnesota area. If you want to travel up to Wadena, if you want to stay at one of their motels, or hotels, they have some of that Wadena. Um, yeah, you got to stay up there. They have their crappy motels and they have their high class motels up there. You know, yeah, that's true. But Amish people, yeah, yeah, yeah. The men usually wear those beards, right? Yeah, they usually wear those beards. Yeah, but I'm not going to travel way to central Minnesota just to see Amish people. No, I've done my towns up there. I've done plenty of towns, plenty of YouTube videos. I've done probably every town in central Minnesota, probably except for Wadena. I did part of Monaga is myself, and Ben McKeldin did his thing on Monaga, and he didn't like Monaga. He called it Monaga. He called it a dump, but that's Tom, and well, I I have not talked to the Amish, Dave. I'd have to practice in YouTube videos, I suppose. But when it comes to interviews, and I suppose unless you buy a lot of stuff from the Amish, if they do, maybe they won't talk to you because they're not into cameras or technology. Maybe they'll have a light. I've heard they use light bulbs, and that's about it. But other than that, they shun electricity. You know. Yeah. Well, like I say, if you want to visit the Amish, they're up in central Minnesota. And I'm sure they have those in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. If you want to go there and talk to Amish, I don't know if maybe they'll talk to you if you buy something. I don't know. That's up to you, you chatters. I'm not going to go up there. Go up there to see Amish people. Ignore me. No. Um, oh yeah, they do. They do have businesses up there with electricity. Yeah, they do. Okay, I'll take it back. They have an Amish furniture store in Park Rapids, Minnesota. Yes, they do. They have an Amish furniture store in Park Rapids, Minnesota. Very, very nice place. They do a lot of business up there. And they had another place in Eagle Bend or Bertha, Minnesota. They had an Amish furniture place, but I think that one went out of business. Yeah, it was I think it was Bertha or Eagle Bend, but that went out of business because there's not as much of a population there. Not as wealthy in that area you see as up in Park Rapids because Park Rapids, a lot of the tourists come. And there's Detroit Lakes. A lot of times people, when they're trailers, they might buy some small items from the Amish furniture store or something. And maybe they'll buy a couch there if they have a motor home or something. If they stop by in their motor homes, maybe not, you know. And yeah, well, Yeah, I know I don't know. I never really smelled the Amish people myself because I never got close to them. Well, maybe you have. Maybe you've experienced the Amish, but I have not technically experienced Amish people. I haven't technically experienced them. Where I live now, there isn't any. So, and yeah, there's some Amish that they leave the sect and become shunned. I'm sure, but I've seen one time near Wadena. I saw in the spring. I saw some guy. He was riding the back of a horse. He was plowing the field with an old-fashioned thing while standing on it, old-fashioned tiller. I wish I would have had a camera. I would have filmed that, but I don't think I had my camera with me at the time. And of course, I had that clumsy T-Mobile phone, which is kind of clumsy to film. That old one my sister gave me, but the one I bought now is better. But like I say, I'm not going to drive way to Wadena just to film the Amish. No, not interested. No, not interested. I'd rather do towns. I'd rather do county fairs. I'd rather do my characters. Now I'll do some more towns. Yes, I'll think of some towns to do. You know, I'll think of some towns to do. Yeah, to look out into the Amish. Well, I don't know if Amish do their taxes or not. I don't know, but I'm sure Amish may not be drafted in the military because for the military service, farmers don't have to be drafted in the military service, because we need farmers. Farmers are not drafted in the military because they're needed to grow crops. Yeah. Yep. Let's see. 11 votes. Okay. Let's see. Four. Okay. Five. Okay. I think it's five male, four female. One was one of the other one. That was just. Yeah, I've heard they built. They're excellent carpenters. Yeah, sometimes construction companies in central Minnesota will hire the Amish to help, like do roofing jobs and sometimes help build homes. Yeah, some people will hire the Amish, some construction companies, because they do an outstanding job. They pay them like real good money, so they can bring it back to the Amish community and see what they do with it. Yeah, they'll do shopping. Yes, they'll do shopping at the Super One and the Walmart, but they park their horses like way in the back in Walmart and Super One because that's what they tell the Amish to do: park way in the back where the horses are. So in case the horse does their business. Sometimes I see. Sometimes the employees, or maybe they'll send some employee, of course, to clean it up. I don't know. I don't know, Fish man. I never really talked to the Amish. I never really talked to the Amish people. I just waved at them. That's it. They don't talk to you if you're an outsider, unless if you like own a construction company and hire them, maybe, or you buy their stuff. Maybe they'll talk to you for a little bit. Nice day or whatever, and I'll just do small talk stuff. Nice weather today. Um, oh, the flowers are blooming, something like that. But I haven't talked to the Amish. And like I said, hey, welcome. Oh, yeah, thank you for watching my video on Cars Crackers. Yeah, they are delicious. Herbert Silva Liao. I can't pronounce that name. Sorry. Herbert Silver Liao. Yeah. All right. Yeah, welcome to my show. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Hugs and a brother handshake to you, my brother. Yeah, Herbert's well, for the United States, it's a male name, but I'm sure it's in Brazil too. But yeah, all around the world, they have interesting names for people, whether they're male or female. They have interesting names. Yeah, like a Vietnamese guy named Hung Vo taught me some foul language words. What's it? Du Mei means fuck you, and Du Doi means fuckhead. That I know in Vietnamese, you know. And Frere Jacques means are you sleeping because of the song Frere Jacques, Frere Jacques, dormez-vous, Samartina, which means are you sleeping? Are you sleeping, brother John, brother John? Morning bells are ringing, something like that. Yeah, that's that's what I know. Oh, yeah, it is. I like the name Herbert. Yeah, Herbert Silva Leal. Yeah, it's an artistic name. Yeah, and me, it was named after my grandmother and grandfather. You know, yeah. Randall Thomas, Thomas after grandfather Thomas, and Randina after my grandmother. Randy after my grandmother Randina. Excuse me, Randall after my grandmother Randina. Yeah, yeah, I was named after my grandparents. Yeah, named after my grandmother for first name. Yeah, yeah, yep. It's just weird. Yeah, it's just weird. Yeah, yeah. It's just too bad I had that sleep sickness before I moved because I had that sleep sickness. I didn't know what was going on. It's like a bad high on drugs, a very bad high. I had the sleep sickness. No, thank you for coming on my show, Herbert. Thank you for being on my show. No, thank you. You're the star. So, oh yes, 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 yes. Oh, ow, owie. There you are. You're the champions. You are the champions. See that? You're the champions. Yeah, you're the stars. It's not me. It's you. Because without you, I wouldn't have anybody. Yeah, yeah, that's true. Yeah, yeah. I heard through the grapevine that there's a place called George's Bar in New Old Minnesota. I heard they're ready to tear that down. It cost too much to redo. It was an old bar built in 1947. They had the polka bands like, was it Whoopi John and the Six Fat Dutchman, and they had Lawrence Welk. He was like over there too at the time. A lot of people have heard of Lawrence Welk. The very old people have heard of him. You know, yeah, he was a big timer. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Unfortunately, that bar it was it 36,000 square feet. Unfortunately, it's going to be demolished. If I can, I'm gonna film it when they tear it down. I'm gonna film that. Yeah, I'm not sure when it's gonna happen, but we'll keep my eye on it so I can film it while they tear it down. Yeah, because for YouTube videos, they're kind of popular seeing houses and businesses demolished. Just weird. It's like the time when I was walking around. What town was that? Hancock, Minnesota. They had a few old buildings. One of them was like built in 1901. Was it like 6 months later? They tore down those two buildings. Those two buildings were the ones that were just in shambles, like beyond repair. And unfortunately, Bachelor's Department Store in Staples I'm going to bet they're going to probably tear that down too eventually, because it's going to cost too much money to rebuild. It's like a four-story building where they used to have departments of all kinds of stuff. Yeah, I know it's still up at Staples, but they tried to redo the theater, some investors, but they gave up on it, because, all those rodents and mold and mildew and asbestos, and eventually they're probably going to have to get rid of it. It's unfortunate, buildings go, but well, what can you do? Yeah, and I watched one YouTube video. They had a 1938, a building built in 1938, an old Sears building. I'm subscribed to some channel where they tear down buildings. Yeah, maybe I'll look that up. That's an idea. Here's my subscriptions. Okay. Let's see, where is it? Okay. I forgot what it is offhand. I forgot what it is offhand. It's Lareza Group. Yeah, they've torn down the Riviera. No, excuse me. They've blown up the Riviera Hotel. They blew up the world's largest department store in Detroit, Michigan in 1998. Those are the ones that put the dynamite in the buildings and blew it up. Yeah, they blew up the world's largest department store. Yeah, they've blown up all kinds of tall buildings. Yeah, and they are very efficient. Yeah. Yep, they're very efficient. They blew down a bunch of projects to 18-story buildings. They blow them up. Yeah. They should disable the comments, but then they put it back. Yeah. They should disable the comments, but they put it back. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, I forgot, Herbert. Good night, Herbert. Excuse me. I forgot to say good night to him. I wasn't paying attention. I'm getting kind of sleepy myself. See if I could stretch it for 8 minutes. Maybe I'll go longer. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe I'll go longer. Maybe not. Yeah. I'll try my best to keep going. Yep. Got 11 votes tonight. That's great. That's great. That is great. Yeah. Yep, that is great. That is great. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. That's great. Yeah. I'm just so proud of you. Amy, I thank you for my 800 subscribers. I thank you very much. Y'all been great. I didn't think I'd ever get that high. My goal was 100 subscribers. That took 3 years for me to get 100 subscribers. I did reach 100 at the time. I kind of cheated on Facebook. You subscribe and I subscribe. 95% of those people have left. That's fine. Because you got to remember, a number doesn't do any good. It's more than just a number. It's the subscribers that keep watching is the most important. Just having a subscriber number doesn't mean anything. It's the views that are the most important. It's always the views. Oh, there are 4 people in the room? Oh, wow. Yeah, people keep coming in. That's so great. I almost hate to leave. Every time left. I guess they changed their minds. Yeah, I guess they changed their minds. Yeah. Let's see. Some weightlifting videos will get more subscribers. Oh, Yeah, I can't lift weights in my arms too well, fish man, because see, when I used to go to Madison School in Minneapolis when I was like in fourth grade, I had this mean teacher named Mr. Bill Lorson. He twisted my arms on a cop hold, grabbed his arms on my wrists, and then swung me around real hard, so hard my arms hurt. Just wrecked my arms out of joint. Plus, I did that Thorazine for 3.5 to 5 years, which wrecked my brain. You know, that's why I am the way I am, kind of scrambled. You know, that was that Dr. Kenneth Swayman, that quack piece of shit. You know, lock him in prison. That stuff's worse for you than any alcohol, even Everclear. I might as well drink Everclear with orange juice. But I won't do it, no. Please don't do that. Unless you're an adult. Unless you're an adult, drink that. But, yeah. But oh well. What can I do? Hey. But yeah, as far as the weightlifting, I can't do it with my arms. I can never do the bench press. Can never do pull-ups. Yeah, thank you, Fishman. So are you. Thank you very much. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's just yeah. Oh, maybe I'll stretch it longer. Who knows? Maybe I'll go another half hour. I won't keep trying, I guess. I don't know. I don't have much to say, except I got to make plans of my videos. I got a different vehicle. That's good. You know, I got a different vehicle that actually works thanks to my nice sister that bought me that. Yeah, I got the book right here. That 2003 Grand Marquis with 53,000 actual miles. Yeah, a lot better than the Park Avenue, I'll tell you that. A lot more power. The seats have the same comfort. The only thing that's totally negative compared to Park Avenue is the cup holders stink. The Park Avenue is like, if you like cup holders, you'll love the Buick Park Avenue. You can put the heaviest cups in the cup holders, they never break. You gotta put a real tall drink in there and never break. It holds the cup real nice, but cup holders don't matter. They don't matter. I just drink my drink outside and then go in the car. I don't care. Okay. But then they don't, instead of that side thing where you can put stuff in, they have these two arm restings. That's okay. That's all right. It has the V8 engine. The glove box is much bigger. The trunk is 3 times bigger. You could put a real fat person in there, or a plus size person, because we can't say fat person anymore. But anyway, anyway, yeah, yeah. Okay, 12 volts. Okay, we have. Let's see. I'm gonna have to figure this out here. Okay, 12, 6 male, 7, 8, yeah, 6 male, 3 female. One was one, not the other, and one none of my business. Hey, that's all right. Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, it's great to have this, all you great people here. Let's see, how long should I stretch the show? I don't know. Should I stretch or should I go to sleep? I don't know. I just can't do the 8-hour marathon. I just get too tired and stuff like that. Gotta have the stamina, and I don't have much of that. I'll go on a little longer. Why not? Why not? Just go on a little longer, and you know, yeah. I tell you, I just can't wait to go travel far with the Grand Marquis. That'll be so much fun. Yeah, I'm glad that luxury vehicle has power. Yeah, yeah, I'm just glad. Yeah, yeah. How far will I go? I don't know. Hopefully, in the future, I'll probably go as far as probably maybe Missouri or something. I don't know. I'll have to get more money to do that, of course, in the future. But right now, gas prices at $3.99 a gallon in Minnesota. That's too high to travel far. I want the gas prices to go down a little more. Yeah, that's a killer for gas prices, having a $3.99 a gallon. Because I remember when I traveled to Montana and back, it was like $4.25 a gallon. Boy, was that expensive! Yikes! Then at the time I drove for $4.65 a gallon when I got my brother's stuff at Staples when he died, my brother Kenny. Boy, those gas numbers went fast when you couldn't see the numbers. Yeah, you couldn't see the numbers. Yeah, those numbers spun fast. They spun really, really fast. Yeah, they spun really, really fast. Yeah, real fast number spinning. Yeah, yeah. That's when I got my brother's stuff. I was going to get some things, but I didn't get much. My sister wanted me to get stuff for charity, a bunch of clothes, and I did. And that group home lady at Staples just kept hounding me for 3 hours straight. You want this, want this, want this. Can I help you? I said, no, I don't want you to help me pack. Oh, she was getting on my nerves, just kept bugging me. Nag, 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 nag. Oh, man. Well, if she has a husband, he better tolerate her real good, because most men I knew who have been married to her, they either left her or worse. But please don't hit your spouse, okay? Hitting is not cool. Not even my dad hit my mother. He whipped his kids with a belt, but he never hit my mother, though. Or did he once when he was drunk? I don't remember. But otherwise, he never hit my mother, no. No, my mother mostly irritated my father because she tolerated him. My father used to have bad luck on dates because he got too crabby and the ladies would all leave him. But then my mother tolerated him, and we all tolerated him growing up. So that's the way it goes. Yep, that's the way it goes. Yeah. 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 My father, he was hard to tolerate, but yeah. Yeah. I forgive him. Yeah. Yeah. He's the reason I'm here, half the reason, So I was thinking to put me up for adoption, but they didn't. And that's good. I wouldn't want to be an adoptive foster family. No, thank you. I'd rather have natural parents. Okay. Was one or the other, got another vote? Okay, 13 votes. Okay. Yeah, okay, 13 votes. So I'll have to do the math when the show's over. Either that or I'm going to have to. Yeah, the math is. I just wish do they have numbers on there? I got to do my test. I got to fix my computer sometime. Okay. That's a stupid thing about YouTube and Google. When they do 13 votes, they don't have numbers on there like they should. Just too lazy, Google. Yeah, neither did I. No, neither did I. But, some kids, sometimes there's unfortunate ladies out there. They can't afford, and guys too, they can't afford to take care of their kids. So they put them up for adoption. Yeah, hey, Captain Cringe, welcome. Welcome, Captain Cringe. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of new people tonight. That's so great. Oh, Herbert Silva, Liao, Fishman, Captain Cringe. That's wonderful. And it's so wonderful getting new people on there. Yeah. See, such great people. So great, yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Captain Cringe. Thank you. Yeah. Well, let's see. see, what does it say here? Yeah, just think, this was originally $24.39. I paid $2 for this at the thrift shop because of this chip. Paid $2. Look at that. Oh, there's a little chip on there. Yep, couldn't resist. $2. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it is good looking. Yeah. And it's you know, in the modern days, it's like acceptable because remember, back in the old days, you know, they used to do movies different and stuff like that. You know, they had shows like, okay, I'll name some shows that you can't put on today, for example, like The Little Rascals back in the 30s, The Lone Ranger, let's see, a lot of the Gunsmoke, the Bonanza, let's see, yeah, all kinds of shows that were different back then. Um, yeah, all kinds of different shows. Beulah, that wouldn't fly today. Uh, yeah, the shows are different back then. So, yeah, things changed after a while, you know. They changed. Yep, they changed after a while to the modern world. Yep. Yeah, a lot of today's shows are, yeah. Snow in October, Captain Cringe? Yeah. Depends where you live. If you live in northern Canada, I'm sure that happens out there. Yeah. Or if you live in northern Siberia or northern Norway, Greenland. Well, Greenland, a lot of it is snow actually. Um, northern Sweden and Finland, I'm sure. Um, once in a while, I guess in Minnesota, it does snow in October, but not very often. Yeah. That's the strange thing about Minnesota is when you go to the central northern regions, the snow really dumps. Then when you go to the southern part of the state, it doesn't snow nearly as much. Yeah, it don't snow nearly as much. So if you love your snowmobiles, you know, you'd have to live in the central northern part of Minnesota or North Dakota or Wisconsin or Montana, I'm sure, and northern Michigan, you know, states like that. Or, of course, Alaska. Yeah. Yeah, it'll snow in October. Yeah. Yeah, for me, mine my way, I could live without the snow. I'd rather really not have much or snow or not at all. Because I never could afford a snowmobile. At this point, since I get a rear wheel drive vehicle, unless I get a ride, I'm not going to go where I'm going to walk on ice because now that a rear wheel drive, yeah, oh yeah, cats are crazy. Yeah, you must be drunk or on drugs or something, Python honest. But any month on Earth, yeah. Any month on Earth, okay, yeah, in that way. But where I'm from, no. And I'm sure not where you're from, no, or anybody else. No. Nope. Nope. Not where anybody else is from. Only where we from. Only when we are from. Yeah. Hmm. Only where we are from. Yeah. 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 Oh boy. Yeah, it depends. Yeah, I guess it depends where you travel to. Traveling costs money there, my friend. And when you win your full lottery, which I don't want half your money, you do all the traveling you want. You're not going to share your lottery with me, you liar. LIAR. You will keep the money to yourself. Oh, yes, I do like sardines. Yeah, I do like the sardines. Yeah, I got all kinds of interesting. Yeah, I usually buy the King Oscar sardines. You know what I really excuse me. You know what I really miss for um, King Oscar? They used to have fish bowls, but they don't sell those anymore. I guess the fish got too rare or something or extinct. I don't know. They used to sell delicious uh, King Oscar fish balls. Yes. Oh yeah, the spicy sardines. Oh, okay. I think they do one on spicy sardines. Let's see. I wonder. Okay, I'll go check. Oh, see. Uh, oh, let's see. I think that's that one. Yes, zesty tomato sauce. Yeah. Oh, Tapatio hot sauce. Yeah, King Oscar. I did one with Tapatio hot sauce. Tapatio. Yes, that was September 28th, 2019. That was almost 3 years ago. Yeah. Okay. I did one. Yeah. Oh. Um, well, fish, man. Well, I I try to be a non-political channel. You know, that's very controversial. I gotta be careful about that because if I ever go to Minneapolis, St. Paul, and in the big cities, and they find out I say one thing or another. Yeah, crazy when you go to the bad parts of town. And if they recognize me on YouTube, yeah, yeah. But the inflation part, I'll answer that one. That I can answer. I'll answer on inflation. Yeah. Okay. I'll answer both questions on immigration with my grandfather Thomas. Yeah, he did go when he went to New York on a boat. He did all the things with immigration. Yeah, yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. He did his legal thing with immigration. My grandmother, I don't know how her family came. I think her family must have came to the United States. I'm sure probably on boat from Norway too, but I have no information on that. And my mother's relatives came from France. Yeah, they came from France. And they went by boat to Canada, I'm sure. And then they decided to come to the United States through the border. And I'm sure, oh, hopefully they did their citizenship. I don't know if they did or not. That's a good question. Because if they go through the border through Canada, through Winnipeg, because it used to be a lot easier to go through the border back in those days than it is now. Because, I mean, it was free until the 9/11 thing, you know. And then after that, okay, they charged, like, was it, they started with $75 just to go to Canada to visit now. Yeah, they charge money when you go to the borders. Like, if I want to go to Mexico, I got to pay money to go to Mexico. If we come from the United States, I'm sure they'll charge us money to leave the country, to go to the border. So for a passport. Yeah, they charge you money for a passport. Do I go to another country? Yes. So you have to have a passport, I guess, or something like that. But okay. No, I didn't have to can smoke so no. Yeah. Well, anyway, yeah. But for immigration, I could speak for my ancestors. Yeah, they came from France, and yeah, I know my grandfather Thomas did it legally through New York. I know that. I might have the immigration papers someplace, but my mother's relatives and my grandmother Randina, I don't know. But we weren't, our ancestors did not come like in 1776, not the 1700s. No, I'm sure the 1800s. See, my grandfather came, I think, early 1900s. Yeah, my grandmother was in the country in the 1800s, so they must have came from Norway in the 1800s. And my relatives that came from France was the late 1800s. Yes, late 1800s. They came to Canada and they went across the border. So maybe they didn't do their citizenship, as far as I know. Because remember, when they used to travel in the 1800s, they went by boat, of course, because the plane at the time wasn't invented until there's a dispute between the Wright brothers and some other people. Okay, I don't care who invented the airplane; it was an excellent invention. But back then, as we know, the planes didn't go very far, so they had to go by horse and buggy because the vehicles always broke down all the time. You know, you had to break. They said about the vehicles until about the, my goodness, I think about the 1930s or 40s. You drove a vehicle across the United States, you better bring a mechanic with you and tools, because vehicles back then broke down often. You know, they weren't built as good as they are today. You know, nowadays you can drive many vehicles across the United States. My Park Avenue, you used to could, because with my Park Avenue, I drove as far as hey, Kool-Aid Ham Man, hello, hey, yeah, people are dropping in tonight with my 800 subscriber special. Thank you very much. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right, yay. Yes, I did. Yeah. Oh, I got 15 votes thus far tonight. No, 14 votes and one that came and left. Yeah. So half are male, which is 7. 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. 7 males, 4 females. Oh, wait. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to do math. I wish they had numbers on there, stupid Google. I wish Google would have numbers on there so I can say the numbers to you. See, that's Google for you. Real idiots. I have to use a calculator. Let's see. Yeah, I have a calculator on my phone. Let's see. Calculator. Okay, I've got a calculator. Let's see. How do I do this? I don't know how to do that kind of math. I'll just have to guess. Right. Oh, yeah, you're from California. That's right. Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah. Oh, no. I was just calculating the votes and stuff. You know, you got 50% male, 29% female, 14% was one, now the other, and 7% none of my business. Let's see. Well, there is the hydroplane that you can go above water. And I guess helicopters kind of can go backwards, sort of, not far. But planes, yeah, you can't go backwards in a plane, no. Yeah, that's... Oh, you're from Canada. Oh, I'm sorry, you're from Canada. I'm sorry there, Kool-Aid Ham Man. Sorry. I slept. Yeah, I slept. Sorry about that. I'm sleeping. That must have been somebody else. Yeah. Sorry about my brain. It's not functioning. It's not functioning at 100% tonight. Yeah, you got to be prepared. Yeah, got to be prepared. I hope you have good hurricane insurance if you have it. Yeah, you got. Yeah, because a lot of times, yeah, as far as that hurricanes are concerned, a lot of people want the government to pay them, but then when the government pays, no, I don't know how that works. But for private insurance, if you have that, the hurricane hits it with private insurance, they'll raise your rates like crazy after that. That's how insurance works. I know that's how private insurance works. Yeah. Oh, okay. No, Paisonatus just likes to be in the fantasy world. He loves fantasy. Yeah. Just like when I fantasize about beautiful women, but yeah. Yeah, those hurricanes, yeah, they're terrible. I once went through a tornado in Wadena in 2010. I did take some pictures, and luckily I put it on YouTube before I screwed up my desktop with losing pictures. I'll take that to the computer shop and see what they could figure out. Yeah, I gotta see what they could figure out. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, naders. They can call that. Yeah, yeah, naders. Yeah, I yeah, I went through a tornado once where barely hit the thing, and the Wadena, Minnesota tornado. When I used to live there, that just it hit a bunch of buildings. The building my dad once owned, the thing where it's West Side Sports, they hit part of it. It hit the railroad tracks and de- derailed the train of what boxcar. It wrecked the school so bad they had to tear it down. They wrecked some homes so bad they had to tear it down. In our house, I heard the tornado swirl. The only thing it knocked down was the birdhouse, and less than a block away, a bunch of trees, big trees, went out its roots. It was a major tornado that hit Wadena, and they hit that gas station, the Amstar. They hit the Amstar gas station really hard. They had to tear that gas station down, and yeah, and it was that was a Goodyear. They built a new Goodyear on the other side of town, and yeah, then the baseball field was destroyed where they used to play baseball. But see, okay, Wadena, Minnesota, they did something smart actually. Yeah, you know what they did? I know you baseball fans aren't going to like it, but I'm going to tell you, they got rid of the baseball field. They don't have a baseball team anymore. I didn't see the tornado. I was inside with my mother. See, I wanted to go down the basement with my mother. She refused to go downstairs, so I went upstairs with her because we were supposed to go downstairs and go to a shelter, you know, but we didn't. I didn't because mom didn't want to go down, so I thought I'd be up with her. Because if she wanted to die, I'll die with her because I'm not going to leave my mother die while I'm in the shelter. Forget it. I can't do that because my mother brought me in this world. So anyway, let's see. Yes, the tornado. Yes, I know. I've seen it. I did that with my YouTube video. I put it in pictures, because I didn't know how to run a camera. I did take pictures. I put it up on my video thing. Then I put it up on YouTube. All the trees that damaged. Um, yeah, just so much damage. Yeah. So much damage. Damage to other towns too, you know. Damaged some other towns too. Very bad. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, a lot of damage. The only thing for us, it knocked down the birdhouse on the ground, and that was it. Everything stood, and then less a block away. It was at Sibley Park. Yes, it was in Sibley Park. The trees uprooted, bunch of them. Houses were just knocked down like crazy. Yeah, maybe they do, Fishman. Good point. They say that tornadoes go through prairies too, you know. Well, yes, tornadoes, they can damage buildings, turn over vehicles. I have some pictures of a vehicle that was totally smashed, you know, and yeah, it was just devastating. Yeah, and they didn't even let us leave the town hardly. The trailer parks were not touched. That was a surprise. They have a couple of trailer parks in Wadena. They were not touched. Yeah, they had a guy in town owed me $20. I wish I would have hit his place. Didn't. Lucky him. Heh. Yeah, lucky him. He owed me $20 in the '80s, never paid me back. Heh. But anyway, must have been good people, those trailer parks. Not that one guy owes me $20, he's in good. Anybody owes me money for other people? Anybody owes people money or is a thief? To me, they're the same as a child molester, scumbags. You know. Yeah, but nothing. I don't know. Let's see. Well, anyway, back to the tornado thing. Yeah, the tornado. Yeah, then okay, back then that hurricane that Kool Aid Headman was talking about. Back to the subject with him. Yeah, I just hope the hurricane doesn't hit his area or any other areas. You know, no hurricanes, no floods, none of that. Yeah, I don't like those people. I've been through that. I've been assaulted before when I was 10 years old by Doug Anderson from Madison School, the choir room teacher. I've been through that before. Yep, yep, yeah, I do. I hate those people. Yep, yep. Nowadays, if that ever happened to kids and they have it on film, the families would get millions of dollars and they deserve it. You know, then the teacher or monitor nowadays would be serving about 5 to 10 years or more in prison, depending on the state. But back then, you know, they didn't do anything. You know, adults back then were perfect. They talked educated. They were perfect. They wore short hair. They were perfect. That's how it worked back then. Oh well. People used to say to me, "You know something, Randy? I'm surprised uh, you're not in prison." I just tell them, "Hey, I'm nice to the good people. I don't take my anger out on innocent people." Like Adney Allen, the late Adney Allen from Fargo, North Dakota, that's now dead. That one that looked on his smartphone with kids that are, you know, yeah, he served his time and he died later, and that's good. I hate that guy. He's a guy that stole my. Very few. Where I came from when I was a kid, very few. There was a couple of ladies that were. I knew one lady from DuPont. I'll say her name. It's a common name. Kathy Peterson. She was very heavy set, tough too. Yeah, a kid who beat me up. She gave him a bloody nose in a fight. Yeah, her own brother. She beat up her brother half the time. Her brother was tough too. Yeah, she had feelings. She cried a lot. She cried like a girl that couldn't, you know. She cried like a lady or a guy who could hurt a fly, too. She had feelings. But at the same time, yeah, they would have had football for ladies in Minneapolis or baseball for ladies in Minneapolis. I think there have been a lot of teams. There would have been a lot of teams, but nobody created it. It was too bad. Yeah, ladies playing football or baseball, better baseball. Football's too dangerous. Football's too dangerous. We already seen too many people that lost their minds. More or less what? I'm friends with heavyset people. I've been fat myself, Python honest. I've been fat. When I've been getting YouTube videos, I was fat. I was a fat guy. I weighed 225 pounds. I used to have a big stomach. You see in my past videos, I had a big stomach. But I don't have it anymore. I lost a lot of it because of exercise. I walk far now. And ever since I've done that, see, my heart doesn't talk anymore like it used to. Before, when I didn't exercise, my heart started talking, you know? I had to putty. My heart started acting funny. Got scared. If I was smoking cigarettes almost a pack a day, I'd be dead. I wouldn't be here talking to you. I don't smoke those cigarettes anymore. No way. No way. I stay away from cigarettes. Yep, cigarettes has all that tar and nicotine. Cigarettes has urea. The urea is the same as your pee when you go to the bathroom. All kinds of chemicals they put in cigarettes. It's just disgusting. Disgusting. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that's true. Yuck. Yeah. They didn't explain that enough in schools. And then for prisons, too, they should have shown that film for the younger people. I saw, was it a documentary? I saw a thing of some prisoner. And this is no lie. How did I get the name? The Wild Horse? I just put in small names Randy the Wild Horse on my YouTube. But then I noticed I was hardly getting any views. So I put Randy the Wild Horse. And then, back then, what was it? Daryl Eves, that when they used to give good information, they'd say always use tag words. So I did. Okay? So I always use the tag words on my videos. Because it kind of gets you around, you know, when you use tag words. Some people don't have to use a lot of tag words. Some don't have to use any. Me, I use a lot of tag words. I probably use too many, but oh well. I probably use too many tag words. But I don't use common tag words like horse or wild, just the plain word, because that's all over the place. You put the word wild or you put horse on tag words, you're going to get millions and billions and billions of those words. You know? So I use my unique name. Oh, some people will use common names like the cherry pie or something. Yeah, like the cherry pie, and or they might use common names. Some idiots might use common names like, say, Hulk Hogan or something. And of course, Hulk Hogan's name is always going to be first because the Google people are going to say, he's always first. His name is Hulk Hogan. Or, you know, or Royce Gracie, ROICE, the mixed martial artist champion. His name will always be first. Yeah, you can't use that for your own name anymore. Or maybe the cherry pie. I'm going to see if they have that, Dave. Okay? I will see if they have that. Has Randy Marshall Cherry Pie? Yep, Randy Marshall Cherry Pie, and that's as close as it gets. And then they have that song by Warrant Cherry Pie. Huh. And that Warrant song Cherry Pie, that is so filthy. If you or I did that song, we'd be banned from YouTube. I'll put it that way. That song by Warrant Cherry Pie, oh man. So innuendo, it's just, you know, it's some lady like sucking a cherry with her thumb and cherry pie. It's like, she's my cherry pie. Cool. What's the song about? Yeah, it's about a lady and her. Yeah, you know, it's a metal song. Yeah, it's a metal song. I'm not going to sing the lyrics to it because YouTube might flag me for it. But it's by Warrant, Warrant, Cherry Pie. It's first on there. They had many hits in the 80s and 90s. Yeah, well, technically, no. They pretend like it's cherry pie, but it isn't. It's about that lady that they have on there, this real cute lady. It shows a real old car and the car rocking, you know, and all that stuff. But a warrant for my arrest? No. I never had a warrant for my arrest. No. Nope. Nope. I never had a warrant for my arrest. I never have. I've been lucky. But if a person wants to listen to that song, it's Warrant and Cherry Pie. And those of you that listen, come back to me, tell me if it's controversial. Those of you want to listen to it. But if you're not into the metal song, you know, I understand. If metal gives you a headache or you can't stand listening to metal, I understand. Okay. Yeah, you see that. Oh, yeah. Yeah, but there's songs nowadays even more controversial. Oh, yeah. Hey, there's one I was going to tell you. Oh, there's one I was going to tell you about Nicki Manja. I saw in the excerpt or the old Twitter. It showed her. Yeah, she was like insulting the audience. I think he squirted something at her. She got mad. She threw her microphone at the audience. And get this, her song kept playing. And she was supposed to sing. She threw her microphone. The song kept playing. Yeah, I retweeted it or I re-X'd it. Yeah, if you're on the X, you know, it's on mine. Yeah, that's for sure. Nicki Manja. Yeah, a lot of those others are. And I saw one of Lady Gaga one time. She was like throwing up on stage. Some guys like this waving, and her song just kept going while Lady Gaga was vomiting. And her song just kept going. Yeah. Yeah, you saw that. I know you did. Yeah. Yeah, well, they do lip syncing. Her and Lady Gaga and many others today do lip syncing in concerts, you know, and especially those that have this clip on microphone, dance real fast and sing. They're lip syncing because you can't dance real fast and sing. Because when I watched CBS Evening News with my late Uncle Ed in the late 80s, they were talking about that rock music, and actually they had a doctor on there. See, Janet Jackson was making some claims. Oh, I can sing and dance real fast, she said. And then they had a doctor on there. He said it is medically impossible to dance real fast and sing at the same time. It was on the CBS Evening News with Dan Rather in the 1980s. I saw that, and there's my late Uncle Ed. Oh, that heathen rock music. Oh, that's terrible. oh, they'll never do that in country music. They really sing. And if they ever fake sing on country music, they throw things at them, he said. They throw things at them. Yeah, that's what my late Uncle Ed said. Yeah, in old time country music, he said they throw things at them. I wouldn't either. I don't believe in lip syncing. No. But back then, with American Bandstand and Soul Train, with a studio audience, they did do that lip syncing, and nobody knew it until much later. You know, see, because back then they could keep it a secret, but now they can't. But in front of a live audience, they don't do that. No, back then. But in the old days before internet, they could because they could get away with it. Because the very few people that got paid, they had to keep their mouth shut. They did. And those that go around talking about it, and when they get fired, say before the internet, they just call them a liar and stuff. And then people say, yeah, you're lying, you don't lip sync. You know, just like that, what's that song? Games People Play, yeah. That was by the Spinners. Games People Play, yeah. There's a lady that sang that song, and then that guy named Marlboro, he was singing like a lady. That was funny. Yeah, I like the Spinners song, 45 or something like that. Yeah, that's one of my favorites. Yeah, I listen to that song sometime. Yeah, but I mean, these days though, lip syncing is acceptable by the music crowd, because a lot of people that go to concerts, they're on their phones. Some videoing by phone, well, you don't want to do that because if they catch you videoing by phone, they'll throw you off the concert. They'll tell you to delete it first, I'm sure. If you don't, they'll throw you out of the concert. And I don't know if they can delete your music for you or not. I gotta look that up. That's yeah, my favorite music artists. There's so many I can't even keep track. See, I like the old time um, rock, like back in the '60s. Couple in the '50s. I like rock. I like some metal, heavy metal. Yeah, and let's see. Well, very few country music. Very few. Um, I like jazz. I like swing, orchestra, and hillbilly with the banjo. I like that. Oh, let's see. Creedence Clearwater Revival. Yeah, yeah, they're good, man. Yeah, Creedence Clearwater Revival. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, yeah, they were controversial. They were a very controversial band back then. Yeah, they used to sing songs major music companies don't let you sing today. Like, let's see, I'll look up my. I'm getting tired tonight. Oh, it's checking. Oh, there you are. Oh yeah, John Fogerty. Yeah. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Fortunate Son. Yeah, they won't play that song anymore. Yeah, Fortunate Son. That's in the liner notes. Yeah, I paid $1 for that at a thrift shop. Paid $1. Yeah, they have some fillers in that one. Yeah, Fortunate Son. Yeah, yeah. Why they don't? I mean, the new ones. Oh, the modern people. You know, because the industry is they don't want to. I mean, except for country music. Okay, country music, it's different because Jason Arden sang that song "Not in a Small Town." Yeah, Jason Arden can get away with that, but I think a lot of the singers too. You know, see, at first they're not political, but once they make their money, then they become political, one way or the other. Okay, that's how they do it. Yeah. Okay. When I was in central Minnesota, the most popular singer there was Kid Rock, because Kid Rock sang in the Moon River Ranch Jam in Walker, Minnesota, and he sang in We Fest in Detroit Lakes. That was the rock festival and the country festival. He's the only one that did it. Yeah, he is the only one. Nobody else did it. No. See, country and rock music, they don't really get together anymore. It's like separate. Back in the 70s, they were getting the projects together, country and rock singers. But as the 80s wore on, they drifted apart. Then the 90s, country music almost not existed. Garth Brooks, it was so bad. I've heard that Garth Brooks was 10% of country music's gross income or something like that. Garth Brooks himself. But then after a while, country retooled. It's a different country. It's sort of pop, but not quite. It's a different style. They like play country music faster. You can understand the words and stuff like that in country music. And country's getting real big with the younger people too. See, in certain parts of the United States, you have your pop fans, you have your rock fans, you have your country fans. Yeah, it's all different now than it used to be. Yeah, it's all different. It's all different. And like for rap music, they go by territories. In the poor parts of the United States, as I see it, when I watch Charlie Bow 313 videos, people in those parts of town stick, with the territories where they're from, like Detroit or New Orleans or Chicago or New York. They stick to the territories as I see it. It's a lot different. See, mainstream media will never tell you that, of course, because mainstream media thinks that we're going to like what they say, but it doesn't work that way, because mainstream media, people don't take it seriously. A lot of people still watch mainstream media, though. That's the strangest thing. I try to tell some people to get off mainstream media, and they don't listen. Oh, you like Kid Rock? Oh, okay, cool. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he sang Sweet Home Alabama real well. That was originally sung by Leonard Skinner, yes. But he put a little words in it. Yeah, and of course, Leonard Skinner, they get their cut for that song. Kid Rock pays them their cut. Whatever the cut is, I don't know. It's between Kid Rock and Leonard Skinner. They're not going to tell us what cut they get, but, yeah. But he did sing it good, oh yeah, that's true. Yeah. 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 Oh, that's for sure. Yeah. First I heard of him was way back in, I think it was in 2003. He sang a song with Sheryl Crow. Yeah. That's why I first heard of him. He sang with Sheryl Crow. some song, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he has his core audience, you know, because now he's made more than enough money where he can say what he wants to say. See, he's made his money where he can say what he wants to say. See, when a person starts out, you know, in the business, they can't. But as time goes by, they get that I'll say fuck off money. They tell someone, fuck off. Yeah, they get that money. You can say, hey, fuck off. I don't believe what you believe, man. Fuck off. And they'll say, you're not going to buy your music anymore. And I'll say, so what? I got enough money. Nobody will buy my music, you fucker. You know? Yeah. People at Kid Rock can say that. Yeah. Well, of course, people can always buy his music, sure. Yeah. They got the money. Yep, there's music people. They got the money. Oh, as far as the thrift shops are concerned, I have never seen Kid Rock music at thrift shops. I think it might go very fast when they're at thrift shops. You know, sometimes you get people like that. I know you'll never see Kid Rock in central Minnesota thrift shops. Never. They'll be gone. Probably be gone before they put it on display. Because the volunteers that work there, I'm sure if they ask, hey, can I purchase this? They say, sure, come to the register and let them purchase. Because they're not going to get anything for free at the thrift shop. No. Even the workers that volunteer are going to pay for it if you want it. You know, that's how it works in thrift shops. Because thrift shops, you know, you're like helping a community or helping veterans like the Salvation Army. You're helping the homeless and veterans, which I do buy stuff for the Salvation Army myself every now and then, you know. Yeah, I'm sure they have their controversies, but for buying music though, I don't really go to what's that place? Goodwill. Yes, yes. I don't really buy stuff at Goodwill because I don't like the stuff they do, except if I really want it. If I really want to buy the thing, I'll buy it. If they have a Kodak ZX3 camera in nice condition at Goodwill, I'd probably buy it. I don't like that rounding out to the nearest dollar crap they do at the cash register. I hate that. That's being pushy to customers. Yeah, that's being pushy to customers, like us. You know. Yeah. Yep. But as far as Kid Rock is concerned, you'll never find his music in thrift shops because they're gone, just like that. The ones you find a lot of in thrift shops, surprisingly, you find a lot of Barbara Streisand in thrift shops. If you're in central Minnesota, Barbara Streisand will sit in the shelf forever. Nobody buys Barbara Streisand up there in central Minnesota. Yeah. Yeah, I see a lot of Barbara Streisands. Sometimes, you know, you'll see Mariah Carey. Sometimes I see over there. I got some of the Cranberries at a Dire Straits, but I accidentally dropped that and it broke. I haven't found another one since. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'll be keeping an eye on those thrift shops. Yeah, yeah. Keeping an eye on them sometime. Yeah, yeah. I buy CDs myself because my vehicle has the CDs. So if you get CDs for $1, I mean, that's better than downloading music. Because if you download music, it used to be a $2,000 fine. Now they could sue you for royalties and fine you, and you could serve time in the jug too. Made it very strict if you download popular music now. Yeah, person end up in the old jug. Don't want that. Yeah, don't want that. Yeah, yeah. I never. Maybe I'll get lucky if I find a Kid Rock. Maybe I'll just buy one Kool-Aid Ham, man, and I'll show you about it. Yeah. I can't play it on here though, unfortunately, because YouTube they get angry. Yeah, you can't play popular music on. Even when you walk around in the mall with your camera, if you hear popular music, YouTube will flag you. Yeah, YouTube will flag you. Yeah, it's strange how it works. Yeah, it's strange how it works. Yep. Let's see. Okay. Oh, I know how to do it. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. So, oh, I didn't think of this before. Okay. Between divided by 7. Okay. Okay. See, 1428 to 28 to oh. Okay. Let's see. No. Wait. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. Captain Crunch says LOL. Okay. All right. Well, it's up to you. It's up to you, Wild Horse fans, if you want to be Kid Rock fans or not. That's up to you. I it's up to the Wild. Maybe if I get a Kid Rock CD, I could show Kool-Aid Ham, man. Hey, I got one. But they're hard to find in thrift shops. Hard to find. Yeah, you'll never find the Beatles. That's impossible. Elvis Presley, forget about it. Yeah, and yeah, I find Madonna surprisingly. I found Madonna music a couple of times, yeah, but I didn't buy it though. Yeah, you find Madonna once in a while. That's a kind of a surprise. Probably if you're in the red light district, you'll never find it. But you know, okay. How about 150? I think that's 1, 2, not 3. Oh, it's hard to figure this out. I'm trying to figure out. That's stupid YouTube. I wish you put numbers on it so I know. Instead of 50%, put numbers on it so I know. Let's see. Hmm. Let's see. Oh, wait. What am I doing? I'm worrying about numbers here. Yes, I have. I've heard of Hotel California by the Eagles. I've seen the Eagles in the thrift shop once. I've seen that in the thrift shop once. Yeah. Yeah. Don, let's see. What's his name? The guy that wrote the song for the Eagles. I don't know if you're aware. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Hmm. No, it wasn't Bob Feldman. Let's see. Oh, it's that guy, the Eagles, that died again. Let's see. Where is he? Where is he? Yeah, some guy from the Eagles recently died. Oh, not him. Jacobs, Steve Jacobs. Hmm. No, Pichdale is not. No. Oh, I know what to do. Let's see. Ah, crap. Eagles singer that recently died. Randy Meisner. 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 Yeah. Randy Meisner died. Yeah. Randy Meisner died recently. Yeah. Yeah. Randy Meisner died. Yeah. The one that helped write songs for the Eagles. He left because he didn't get along with Glenn Fry. Yeah. Randy Meisner. Yeah. He died at 77. And Glenn Fry died earlier. So two members are dead. Yeah. Yep. Randy Meisner died. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry about that, Wild Horse fans, for typing. I was helping Kool-Aid him and find out about the singer of the Eagles, singer-songwriter Randy Meisner that died. Yeah. 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 It was him. Okay. Wow, over 3 hours. Oh, wow. I've been on for a while. Yeah. Still on there, Kool-Aid Ham Man. Don Meisner died. I had to look him up. Sorry it took so long. Are you still there, Kool-Aid Ham Man? Or did you leave and got bored? It's okay. You got bored with watching me type Randy Meisner. I understand. I gotta learn to. Yeah, I think you probably left. Okay. All right. Let's see. Okay. I think some of you already left. I don't blame you. I get bored. And yeah, almost 4 hours. I think I'm gonna stretch it 13 more minutes, unless if I get a lot more people. If you good folks are too tired tonight, where you're from, get a good night's sleep. You know, be refreshed tomorrow morning if you're not a nice night person. But if you're a night person, you know, party hardy or watch your favorite YouTube shows instead of me talking about nothing. You know, yeah, I'm a call unknown person tomorrow. Yeah, yeah. I'll see what's going on with unknown person. Yeah, yeah. Okay, that's been a great show. 14 people in the survey. Sorry, I can't get the exact numbers. I don't know how to do the math. So 50, 60, 79, 89, 100. Okay, I'm going to say one. Okay, two, three, three. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, now I know the math. Okay, now I know the math. So it'll be seven. Okay, yeah, I think. Yeah. I don't know what I'm thinking. Yeah, sometimes my brain gets dead. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, sometimes my brain gets dead. Yeah. Yep. Sometimes my brain gets dead. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. I'm spacing out. Sorry about that, folks. I'm spacing out. Okay. Yeah, in 10 more minutes, I better go. Yeah, I better go. I don't even know what I'm thinking. I'm kind of zoning out a little bit. I gotta I gotta be refreshed tomorrow at 5 when I have my show. And there'll be less people, but that's okay. That's all right. Oh yeah, I was gonna. Yeah, yeah, I gotta. Oh boy. Okay, I've had a great time. I had my celestial iced tea. Talked about all kinds of stuff. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Now I got the numbers. I got the numbers down. Yeah. I got the numbers down. Yeah. Okay. Now I've had a great time tonight. Almost 4 hours. At least 15 people came on to chat. That's great for my 800 and for 800 subscribers plus one. Thank you very much. Thank you for the 9 likes. Appreciate it. I mean, you all been just so wonderful tonight. So, 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 so stupendous. Yeah, I'm just overwhelmed with joy. Yeah. Yep, I'm just overwhelmed with joy. Yeah. 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 Oh yeah, I'm zoning out. I'm sorry. I'm just zoning out. I just don't know what I'm doing. Just yeah, I'm gonna go at 3:45. So those of you that want to leave and do what you want to do, thank you very much for stopping by. Like I said, it's been an outstanding show. I'm gonna say it again. I mean, sound like a broken record. Thank you for the 800 plus subscribers and 9 likes. You didn't have to like it, but you did. Thank you. And yeah, well, I've been as highest chat monitor in my life, but yeah, I'm grateful for all of you. You know, for everybody. You've just been so great. Yeah, yeah. Just it's just you've made it possible. Okay, you just made it possible. Okay, here I'm typing up things and not knowing what I'm doing, kind of spacing out. Sometimes I get a tired brain. Get a good night's sleep. Get a good night's sleep tonight. Oh, you're still on Python. That's so good. Huh. Yeah, you've been on the whole time. Yeah. Yeah, people are kind of leaving. I was looking up a Don Miser for Kool-Aid Ham Man, but I guess Kool-Aid Ham Man must have got bored and left because of my typing. Yeah, I don't blame him. I got to learn to spend so much time in the keyboard looking for things. Huh. Yeah, I got two here. Oh, two of my loyal subscribers. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Do you think I should just call this show anyway, even before the third person show up, or am I dreaming? Nope, I'm dreaming. Yeah, sometimes you come and left. So, okay, you know what? I think I'm gonna call this show. Well, we'll do the count. Okay, for males and females, it's about 7 male, um, one none of my business. That's 8. 2 female. That makes 10. And four were females tonight. 7 males, 4 females. 2 was one, now the other, and 1 was none of my business. So we got the votes all the way around, which is important. So I think I am going to seriously go thank everybody tonight for a great time. And yeah, I'll try to be on tomorrow at 5. I'll do my best, okay? But if you have something else to do, that's okay too. Yeah, it's 4 o'clock. Is it 5 or 4? I forget. Let's see. I go check. Okay, let's see. 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock tomorrow. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Great. It's great to everybody be on. So I got the count for everything. 7 males, 4 females. 2 was one, now the other, and 1 none of my business. Yeah.